I'm not fucking kidding around. You hear me? You hear me? Buckle your fucking seatbelt. Compete. Keep it up. Guess what? Shut the fuck up. Keep it up. Guess what? Shut the fuck up. Keep it up. Guess what? Shut the fuck up. Keep it up. Guess what? Shut the fuck up. When they talk you're impressed. When they say things about your mom. When they say things about your kids. That don't mean I have been convinced. Is that cool? Is that acceptable? That's okay, right? Is that acceptable? I told you I would be relentless. And I am. And I will continue to be. Keep it up. Guess what? Shut the fuck up. Keep it up. Guess what? Shut the fuck up. Keep it up. Guess what? Shut the fuck up. Keep it up. Guess what? Shut the fuck up. I'm not the bad guy, peeps. They started this war. I did not. You fucked with the wrong guy. I ain't gonna stop. I'm in it for the long run. Because you love a lie. Because you are floundering. Because it's time for you to come on. Because this time the gloves are off. Because this time it's different. Because you're gonna fucking pay for all your skills. Keep it up. Guess what? Shut the fuck up. Keep it up. Guess what? Shut the fuck up. Keep it up. Guess what? Shut the fuck up. Keep it up. Guess what? Shut the fuck up. Keep it up. Keep it fucking up. Because guess what? You can't beat this. It's virtually impossible. All I'm gonna tell you is people in glass houses. I haven't even fucking started. Your turn, bitch. Wait, Vince, I just pushed the guy off my porch. When I urinate, I don't touch my penis, ever. I don't. I use my underwear to guide. 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 Use my underwear. It's not so hard. Use my underwear to guide. Use my underwear to guide. Use my underwear. It's not so hard. Use my underwear to guide. Use my underwear to guide. Use my underwear. It's not so hard. Use my underwear to guide. Use my underwear to guide. Use my underwear. It's not so hard. Use my underwear to guide. Use my underwear to guide. Use my underwear. It's not so hard. Use my underwear to guide. Use my underwear to guide. Use my underwear. It's not so hard. Use my underwear to guide. Use my underwear to guide. Use my underwear. It's not so hard. So I never ever touch my genitals when I urinate. I literally think I drank 20 beers last night. Seriously. Party in my suite. Party in my suite. Vince and I might throw a party in my suite. Party in my suite. Party in my suite. Vince and I might throw a party in my suite. I'll be on the party in my suite. Party in my suite. Vince and I might throw a party in my suite. Party in my suite. Party in my suite. Vince and I might throw a party in my suite. I'll be on the party in my suite. Party in my suite. Vince and I might throw a party in my suite. Party in my suite. Party in my suite. Vince and I might throw a party in my suite. I'll be on the party. We're gonna have a little party at the suite. Party at the suite. Party at the suite. Broadcast live. We'll do a dive. And that'll be fun. Sausage party, I hope not. I hope some ladies come. Sausage party, I hope not. I'm not getting in shape for no reason. I'll be on the party in my suite. Party in my suite. Vince and I hanging. Party in my suite. Party in my suite. Party in my suite. Vince and I might throw a party in my suite. I'll be on the party in my suite. Party in my suite. Vince and I hanging. Party in my suite. Party in my suite. Party in my suite. Vince and I might throw a party in my suite. I'll be on the party like a SpongeBob popsicle. optical SpongeBob, optical SpongeBob, optical chill, bruh. Like SpongeBob, optical SpongeBob, optical SpongeBob, optical chill, bruh. Like SpongeBob, optical SpongeBob, optical SpongeBob, optical chill, bruh. Like SpongeBob, optical SpongeBob, optical SpongeBob. I'll be at the party in my suite, party in my suite. Vince and I hanging, party in my suite, party in my suite, party in my suite. Vince and I might throw party in my suite, party in my suite, party in my suite. Vince and I hanging, party in my suite, party in my suite, party in my suite. Vince and I might throw party in my suite. Humans see us hunt, but maybe I'm addicted to the hunt. Humans see us hunt. I'm addicted to the hunt. I'll be on the prowl. But yes, we're gonna have a little party at the suite. Quid pro quo. Touche. I choose to remember those times. Can you show me a picture? I told the world. Fucking cowards. I told the world. Fucking cowards. I was bullied as a child. I was bullied as a father. But in elementary school, that is an act of violence. They don't hate fucking with my guests, fucking with my friends, fucking with my family. That is an act of violence. I told the world. Fucking cowards. I told the world. Fucking cowards. I done with WhatsApp, I done with kids' name, I done with Facebook, I done with Instagram, I done with LinkedIn, I done with phone number having a bit of war. I done with WhatsApp, I done with kids' name, I done with Facebook, I done with Instagram, I done with LinkedIn, I done with phone number having a bit of war. I told the world. Fucking cowards. I told the world. Cowards. I'm old school. I don't believe in anonymity.
It's time for the Uncle Rico Show. It's time for the Uncle Rico Show. So chug a course, cause here we go. It's time.
Boom! We're doing it.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing it. We're peeing all over you. I don't know why you start like that, so angry. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Hit it, Bob. Come on.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
There is no stopping us.
First down.
That's it. Welcome to the world famous Uncle Rico Show with your world famous Uncle Rico host. We got Bob Levy and myself. Who's got fuck sauce? We got fuck sauce, baby. What this network is built on, fuck sauce, and cigarettes. And we got a special
fuck sauce.
we got a special guest joining us in a little while. Maybe you know him. His tips have been recently frosted. That's right. Carl. No, Carl will be joining us. I saw, did you see in the chat, somebody said, Brennan is so mad at John that he said he'd be willing to come on Uncle Rico to bash John. That's how mad he is. Now, that's what a fucking phony he is. I thought he hated everybody's guts over here. I thought he hated the whole network.
I think it's bullshit. He wouldn't have the guts to, but it would be funny.
Listen, you want to come on? You're welcome to come on. $6,500. That's all you got to pay to one Reverend Bob Levy, and then come on and join the fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll show you how to do this shit.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. You know, you're involved in a thing with him, and I think it's totally orchestrated on his end.
Oh, sure.
Because this is the heat he needs for people to tune in. But even the guy that's fighting with John, nobody wants to watch him watch John. You guys come here because you know what this is about.
You love this dick. Admit
Yeah,
it.
I was gonna say that.
Who changes outfits for you motherfuckers? And I'm not just doing it for the women. Believe me, when somebody flicks your cock and says you're it, things are on, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. You pay the Levy tax, motherfucker. That's what you pay to get in here. You guys don't have to pay anything. All you got to do, the 600 plus in here, hit the like button, hit subscribe if you're not. It helps us out. Both those things. Hit notification. That'll help you out to know when we're popping up and doing this shit. We were watching the first half of his show from today.
Hold on a second. I fuck hard. Yeah, I do. I smack my own ass when I'm fucking. That's how fucking crazy I am.
That's how hard he's been fucking. And we want to give a little thank you back, a little fuck you back to you guys in the form of doing as much as possible for you guys. Thank you. Party!
There's a party in my pants. There's a party in my pants. Bring your mouth.
So then the other thing you can do, turn on accept gifted memberships because people like gifting. They're fake. They come from Austria or some shit. I don't know. I was reading about it. But they're totally fake. So turn on accept if you want a fake membership to a fake channel that makes fake money and pays fake salaries. Turn on accept gifted memberships. Link is in the description of this show. Knock yourself out and enjoy the ride because Walt's gifting one right out the gate. So that's what.
Thank you.
That's what I was telling you guys about. I got work in the morning, but I can't quit you. Fancy Hippo, you go to bed with us, will you?
Hey, you whore. How many? Press one if you're off tomorrow. Is this still a big fucking holiday? You know.
President's Day?
For the record, we're working tomorrow morning.
Well, let's see where we're at the end of the show. We'll see.
We're fucking doing
really
tomorrow.
do spay ya.
Tonight. We go fucking.
Spider McGee, it's slobbering time. That's right. Mm-hmm. Ding ding.
Oh, look, a lot of people off, except for the women, but I understand that.
God damn, DJ Dabbles does good shit. A+. I mean, we were talking before the show even started about. Like it would literally be a 20-minute intro if we put in everybody's favorite song, you know. There's so many. Hell yes, double header, double the John, double the dumb. Marine Mike, thank you for your service, sir.
I never had a desire to go into the middle.
Oh Jesus! Well, would you look at this? What a surprise we have here, ladies and gentlemen. You know him, you love him. He's delivering laughter to all of our hearts. Anthony Zenhauser.
Oh my God!
Wow!
Hey everybody!
Were you just cutting meat or something? I thought that was a fucking vest, like you know one of them things.
Yeah,
smocks.
I'm always cutting meat, buddy.
You shaved?
What? Oh my God!
No, well, I got a little trim this weekend, and I shaved. Hey, hey!
You look good. You look young.
Buddy.
You look like a baby pig now.
I'm Gabe.
I thought this was a fake. I was waiting for shit porn to start coming on in the screen.
Oh, it's still going to happen. I've been around this fucking animal.
I forgot. That's right.
Hi, Shuli. How are you? How you doing?
Dabble Zen, thank you for joining us.
That's awesome.
What a nice surprise. I'm glad you're here with us, pal.
I wanted to be here for you guys. Every time Mike's not here, it's such a great show.
It is.
I wanted to come
you ain't kidding.
I light up like a firefly when he's not around.
Oh my God!
Like John does around Kevin.
Yeah, exactly. But Bob's in love with Mike leaving. How great is that?
That's unbelievable. If only there was a draft today and he could go.
Speaking of lighting up, where's your cigarette, buddy?
It's here. Don't worry about it. Cool. Calm down.
Yeah, you got to keep smoking. I don't want you to put out that light.
No, you look human. It's throwing me off a little bit.
It's weird,
really,
right?
You look good. Whatever you did,
great.
it's good.
Yeah.
You know?
What do the ladies in the chat think? Because I know he's got a lot of lady.
What do the guys think? That's what matters. Because
you're right.
All the guys have stuff to say about men's looks. So let's hear it from them. I think he's dashing now.
Oh, yeah. That's so sweet. Yeah.
I wish you were dashing in front of a train. No. See,
bring the beard back.
Stacey said. They don't like me without the beard.
The guys
never make them happy.
Never.
He can never make them happy.
No, they just wanted an excuse not to be with me.
You trimmed down your beard. Well, he couldn't trim anything else on him. I love when Zach's here. It's such a different vibe when Mike's here. Mike's like the substitute teacher that comes in and goes, look, it's not going to be any different because I'm here.
Right,
It's too much.
Plus, all those fat jokes go to waste, you know?
Oh, that's true, too. Even though I don't know how that happens with Mike there. How do you waste them?
I know.
They still go around, but they don't mean as much, you know?
I'm the original fat. I'm OG fat.
You are where that's called home. You know what I mean? For fat jokes.
I'm depressing fat. It's
you
fun.
can smell a fucking food commercial. That's fucking
Cartographer Tim, $5, 13 days till 1 year membership. I'm glad you guys are celebrating this upcoming milestone with your first 24-hour stream starting tonight. $5. Thank you. Let's go.
I just got out of the koozie. I went in the koozie real quick. Oh, man. God damn it, man. You got to get a fucking, even like, a big bathtub that does it. Damn.
Yeah, they're all big when it comes to Anthony. They all have to be big.
It's just so good.
He's making Bob tea when he like dunks himself in that.
Yeah, he really does.
He steeps. He doesn't take a dip. He steeps.
Toast and that thing. Life is just so fucking amazing.
It's
it really is. I mean, look,
I'm like, sad, Bob. You're done. You're
toast
done.
in a bath. How great is getting old? I mean, it's fantastic.
I got new honey.
Oh, save all this gold for tomorrow.
Okay,
what are you doing?
It's unbelievable. This stuff is.
Something is missing.
I owe somebody a big hug.
Terry Nee says something is missing, and it's wonderful. Look
it sure is, Levan.
Love that picture. Melissa Young gifted one. Thank you, Melissa.
Really, douchebag?
Yeah.
Hello, fucking doodle. Calm the fuck down. It's unbelievable. Now he's got to bark when I'm on too. You ever notice that? He's
all
fine
dogs.
all day. All day. He's very. Look at him. You fucking snake
Zen
killer.
the Butcher. You guys have been killing it this week and received another gifted membership. Must have been bought for pennies on the dollar. So paying it forward for once. Thank you, Jason.
Finally.
Don't give up our racket, dude. Hell yeah, boys. Let's do it. I just got home from work. Rico is back on. I ate an edible, took a perk. Long live Levy, TSN, and chat. Trumpet, please.
Do. Stevie the Gypsy said, who put the quarter in Bob? Yeah, I mean, look, Michael take you down. I'm telling you, it's like, it's like a nickel in you. It's harder.
No Morse, we riot, Rundaz. Well, get the riot gear on.
Happiness, like winning a fucking championship.
Sad to see the funniest guy on the network missing. I don't like this guy.
Obviously,
I love the way that they try to joke.
That's an old chat. That's an old chat.
Yeah.
I'm here.
He's here. He meant Zen.
Now
Jason
we know
H.
who Mike is.
Yes.
Hey!
Thank you,
Shut
Jason.
up.
Chris
All
Hall.
good.
Here's another 5 for no Mike. Yay, no Mike. No perk can give you that happiness, my friend. I was on the phone. Did I miss anything? Not yet.
Not yet. Calm down.
Crazy enough, this show keeps me sane. TSN. I know. Isn't that weird? Run Doc, gifting 5. Thank you, my friend. Smoking chicken. Who the fuck is that? Where's my Zenny? Uh-oh. They don't like the shave.
I know. Women never like it when I shave my beard.
Lewis, Bob, remove that shirt and show us the goods like me in that picture, Bob. Remember when John was sending that picture of who he thought was me to all these other dudes? K-Joe.
Nicknames. Remember earlier somebody said something? Power couple names?
Yeah, power couple.
John Brennan. I like that. Kevalendez. Power couple name. Kevalendez.
I think K-Joe is the
and
best.
you talk like a
Hey!
What the fuck?
What's happening, boys?
You look like an
What's
eagle
up?
that flew into a gay bar.
So, I went to the salon today. I got my frosted tips because fucking Bob won the bet. The Chiefs beat the Bills.
Oh,
and I went on the Dick Show today, and I was explaining to him why I had to get my tips frosted. He goes, "Yeah, but you have to make your hair that gay looking." And like, yeah, all right, good point. You got me there.
He did bring up an interesting point. I was going to say, but I know you don't have a lot of time. You're off to the skate park in a few minutes.
Did they ask you if you wanted mousse in your hair or just cum? It looks good.
Worse
on
than
you.
losing. Nothing worse than losing a bet to a guy and then he goofs on you relentlessly for it.
I know the funny thing is, I don't know if this is the time to say it, but if I would have lost the bet, I would have never done that to my hair. Never. No, I'm kidding.
You know what? You guys are fucking horrible people. What Carl did for rap in the late 80s was unbelievable. And I don't think you guys should make fun of him.
Listen, Carl, thanks for joining us, my friend. I don't know if you had a chance to watch any of John's show today, but oh, look, people are happy you're here. Look at this gay icon, Carl, a queef in the night. Did you get a chance to see any of his show?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it today. Yeah,
it was interesting with Vince because Vince got him to talk about a lot of real shit that we've never heard about before.
Yeah, and, I will say the highlight to me, I didn't see the whole segment, but when Vince was talking to him about how John didn't pay child support for all those months.
Yep.
And I appreciate Vince for actually not just going along with John like he normally does, but actually bringing up real shit. And John goes, well, my attorney told me not to pay child support because we were negotiating. And I went, yeah, but John, your children still need to eat.
Well,
why do you think your attorney should tell you not to give child support to your family? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, and we had a guy on the show. We were watching that, and he put up a thing, and he's like, "There's absolutely no way that you can just stop paying child support." And
they would work it out at the end, either more or less. That's it.
Correct.
Right. And the other thing he said is that when Susanna served him, and he said he was not served by Susanna, he was served by the Attorney General of California for not paying the child support for months on end.
Yes.
So I thought that was fascinating too.
Yeah, but what John doesn't tell you is that his attorney is a cum rag in the corner of his studio apartment.
That is true. Now, anyways. No. Yeah.
He's such a moron, though. He goes, well, we came to an agreement over the phone with our mediator, and so I just assumed that was all good. Well, then why weren't you paying whatever the agreement was?
Oh, because he didn't sign anything over the phone. So that was his mistake.
But he was blaming her for not signing paperwork.
Of course. And then he goes, you know how it goes in every divorce. The attorney tells her to trash me. My attorney tells me to trash her. Blah, blah, blah.
Interesting, too. All right, I'll let you play the clips. I'm here more to just, watch these clips than anything else.
Let's get into it. We'll get to the super chats and everything. Sit tight.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Let's enjoy.
And why did I end it? Because she peed in front of me, left the door open, and
Whoa. Hold on.
What?
Let's go. Let's go. I feel like we missed a little something here. Hold on.
No, you had to cash the one early because you needed the money at the time. I mean, why does everyone act as if no one has money issues in their
So this is him talking to him about his pension that he cashed early.
Their lives?
Well, we all know I was going through a renegotiation on my divorce. We've been through this, Vince, but
I know.
She's going to ask for, try and paint me to look like a bad guy, and then I'm going to come back and paint her to look like a bad person, and then at the end, it all goes away.
Nobody meant anything in court, accusing the other person of something they didn't do. That's just how it goes. Every divorce, right?
Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
It's settled, and then I pay whatever I owe.
John, in the ledger, though, of your payments, I did see that it was $3,500 or something like that, and then it goes down to $750. But there were months where no payments were made, and that's where everyone's harping on the fact that you weren't making payments. So what is the situation with that?
Well, I think it was because we were negotiating, so I wasn't going to pay until we figured out how much it's going to be.
So you were allowed to stop making payments while you were renegotiating?
Yeah, I mean
Now, as a parent, what Vince is doing is he's asking a question that he already knows the answer to.
Correct.
But he wants to see you twist in the wind, and he wants to see you bullshit him to your face,
Well, the way he worded the question, he goes, so you were allowed to not make payments while you were negotiating? Never the case.
Right.
Never, ever the case.
Look at Johnny. Looks like he's seen a card trick now with this question.
Oh, and this is the other thing I want to point out because I was watching this part and I was taking note on it. John doesn't stutter anymore unless he's lying.
100%.
That's when 100%. He stutters.
Yep.
It wasn't for that. Like they
and I thought, I just want to clarify, I thought every time his nose ran, he was lying, but that's just the mold and cat shit in his apartment. So let's continue.
Said, I think, Susanna claimed it was like 8 months or something, and that's just not true. But
that's what the ledger
for
indicates.
the record. But Susanna didn't claim that. The state of California did.
Correct.
But just to be completely transparent, because you know me, I'll tell you the fucking truth. I was paying her, I think, $6,500 a month, or maybe $4,800 a month. And then when Jay cut all our salaries, because Jay's salary got cut, his got cut in half, and all of our salaries got cut. So me, the mediator, and Susanna were on the phone, and we agreed at $3,500. So that's what I was paying. But then Susanna served me on what would have been our anniversary for the arrears.
That's love.
Even though she agreed on the phone, I never had to sign anything like an idiot.
Wait a second. Hold on. What does him being a transparent have anything to do with negotiating?
I have no idea.
I know that joke's been done, but I couldn't
not
help
that
myself.
way. Not that way. And it makes it good.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
I'm not in show business, obviously. But does Jay
your hair tells a different story?
It shouldn't be. Look at that.
Well, ever since I left in sync, I'm no longer in show business.
Go ahead.
Does Jay Leno determine their salary? Wasn't he employed by NBC?
Correct.
The fact that he goes, well, Jay Leno cut all of our salaries in half, and his salary got cut in half too. Yeah. That wouldn't necessarily be Jay Leno's call to cut everyone's salary in half. In fact, Jay Leno famously has never spent a dime of his NBC salary. He made all his money from stand-up, and that's all the money he spent, right?
Well, look at this from Josh from Jersey says, Jay got cut in half to pay everyone on the staff their full salary. John was just paid less. So you remember John telling that story multiple times. Here's what a great guy Jay is. He took a salary cut so we wouldn't lose our salary. So now he's on here telling you that he lost money on his salary when Jay lost money, which isn't true. And also, this has to go through the court system, not a phone call. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I guess my point is that John's trying to paint this picture as if, well, all of us had to cut our salaries down because that's just the way things worked at that time. When the reality is John got demoted multiple times on that show. He got hired at 500,000 or 450, whatever it is, whatever that number is.
Right.
And he was down to, in the court papers, it showed 180.
Right.
To go from 500,000 to 180, that's a lot of demotions. That's fucked up.
Yeah,
Maybe that's why he never seen Mike's. Well, he did see Mike's stuff that didn't come in because he was in the mailroom at that time. I mean, that is pretty fucking.
But also another thing to bring up, Carl, this Jay losing his salary or a portion of his salary thing, that doesn't explain the 8 months plus of not paying at all.
Yeah,
correct.
So he wasn't paying, and then Jay lost his salary. So what was the reason for not paying all those other months?
His lawyer told him not to.
That's
what are you going to do? That's what his attorney said.
Amazing.
And then she wanted the discrepancy between the 35 and the 48, like that, and that's where all that shit comes from.
Well, there are months though that there are no payments being made, but you're
I was
saying
probably told by my attorney.
Probably
Yeah, that's the other thing. Everything is, I think, I'm not sure, maybe, probably.
He's missed a memory too.
Yeah.
And he doesn't remember these.
He didn't say it, but I saw it in his eyes. He said, don't pay that lady.
Let's all take a minute and imagine Carl with a bleaching cap on, if you don't mind. Thank you.
Those piece of foil in his hair? Oh.
And then John says he's out there yentering it up under the thing.
That's really funny.
It doesn't make sense until we know how much you're supposed to pay. So I guess that's why.
And John, because you're so unique, you're the only one that had issues going through a divorce. You know, everyone in the Dabbleverse is perfect.
Oh, I know.
You know?
But,
all right, so right there, that's where Vince has to do the thing to stay on the show because John wanted to kick him off the show multiple times.
Correct.
what's dumb about that statement that John just made, I know this is a comedy show. We'll get back to the comedy.
I like the technicality of it.
Yeah, so dumb about that statement is John goes, I was paying $4,800, then we're going to make it $3,500 or $750. They're throwing out all these different numbers and things. And John goes, while we were negotiating, my attorney told me not to pay anything. That makes zero sense. So let's say that you were trying to negotiate down to $750 a month. Pay that.
How about it?
Pay that so that when that actually gets worked out and the judge agrees and the court agrees, they go, okay, yeah, $750 is the right amount. And you can go, okay, yeah, well, that's what I started paying 8 months ago. Thank you. Now I look better. But you know what I mean? The idea that anyone would say, well, we're negotiating, so just stop making any payments. It's the same thing with that house he had that he stopped paying the mortgage on when he was trying to sell. It's just like, that's not how this works. Yeah, you still own it. Your kids are still your kids. You still have to make a payment on it, regardless of whether you want to renegotiate it.
And another thing is that fucking Carl looks like a woman basketball coach, doesn't he? I mean, run it again. Let's go. Run it again.
Well, also piggybacking on what Carl said, wouldn't you think he would just want to make payments for his kids in general? Like, what makes you think he wouldn't want? You know what I mean? It's like, it's your kids. Wouldn't that be common sense to go, hey, do you need money for your kids while we're going through all this? Even if it's $500 a week or whatever.
And even if you're not there, even if you don't have enough together there to ask yourself, I'm sure at some point your ex-wife will say, hey, can you help me out with something? And that's when you go, absolutely. What do you need? What for the kids? Absolutely.
But like, you can eat dog food. I seen the Good Times years ago. You know what I mean? Remember the lady who was eating dog food and they had like a benefit for her? I mean, you got to get through tough times. I understand what John did there.
Tough love.
My brother-in-law had the same thing happen. You know, they had big fucking wars in their negotiation. I mean, it happens. And he's paying like $8,000 a month.
Let me tell you about his personal shit. Hold on.
Yeah. Now that's his sister's ex-husband, correct?
Okay. His sister's ex-husband was paying $96,000 a year in child support.
According to Drunky McGee over there.
Why isn't John asking that guy for money? Shouldn't that be the guy he's calling up instead of Brock Lee to get money to go to AC?
How many fucking kids did his sister shit out? Jesus Christ.
That's a lot of money.
Wow.
8,000 kids.
Wow.
He might have had John for a lawyer.
He might have, yeah.
In New York?
Yes.
Damn.
Yes, he's fucking he got hit hard. Chris Russell, thanks for the $2. Drew and Mike show loves you, Stuttering John. Come on the show. I don't even know who they are. Hold on, Vince.
I've explained John and I have done shows together. I've told him this many times. The #1 show in Detroit, they beat Howard Stern. You should know that. You were on the Howard Stern show.
Exactly.
Everyone on that show knew about Drew and Mike because they were trying to beat them in Detroit. One of the top 10 markets in the U.S., you fucking moron. Stop it.
Did they ever call in?
Yeah, that's all he knows is the phones.
Yeah, if he didn't call in, they don't know.
I love when people ask John, who was your favorite guest on the show or your favorite musical artist? John goes, oh, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to that.
Says a lot.
I was busy with my feet up telling everybody how great I was in the office, you know?
Vince is doing that look. You're full of shit with that cup in front of it when he talks, you know? There's no doubt.
Said he got the education from MBA school. Let's see. John Lee, thanks for the fiber. John, alcohol and drugs haven't ruined your voice and brain. Do a PS.
No, it says they have.
Well,
well, okay. He's on a roll. Let him go.
It makes sense if he's reading it that way.
SA before and after 2024. Look,
you do look a lot better back then, but who doesn't, right? Like in terms of aging, you have aged a lot, and your voice is different from when we first started working, even before then.
Vince, he doesn't love you anymore. You don't have to go there. Stop it.
He's got to get tough love. Tough love. It goes. You know, everybody's doing it. But listen to this statement. This I love.
I mean, let's face it. Our voices do get lower as we get older.
Do you ever get less hornier though as you age, or is it always like the same?
No, you get less horny.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because Howard would always say that. I mean, he didn't.
Yeah, I mean, when you take your pants off to jerk off and there's blood and shit in them, you tend to lose your hard on, I imagine. So yeah, I don't think you get as horny. Him anyway.
It looks like Sunday sauce.
Yeah.
Sausage and meatballs and blood.
Ice cream machine's down. You got to come back tomorrow. Sorry.
Well, he did when he was married to Allison. I mean, he had to be. I'm going to pull this one out. I don't know if you've ever. He had to pretend he was Mr. Zarimba to have sex with her. Look it up.
What does that mean?
He had to like do role play, and
well, yeah.
He had to because he had to make it exciting.
No shit. That's so natural because it's natural for it to be unexciting after all those years. I get that.
Well, that's why I don't know why people always say that I'm kind of loser because I'm divorced. It's like
no, there's other reasons.
But listen to what he's about. Listen to what he's about to say, and think if you're his kids. Think about what you hearing this right now.
I've had a lot of strange and a lot of fun. I mean, I'm talking fucking 2 to 3 girls a week, Vince, and I'm not talking ugly girls. I'm talking hot girls.
Yes.
When was the last time you hooked up with someone that you didn't?
And the other day he was like, I just got tired of it. Fucking the same thing. Yeah. Is basically what he said. And he's like, I just wanted to fuck something else. And I'm just sitting here and I'm going, imagine you're his kids listening to this shit. You know?
Yeah, it's like him, David Bowie, and all those guys. They just get tired of all that pussy all the time.
Hey, look at that.
That's my favorite Photoshop from today.
Talk about fitting right in. Holy shit.
I'm sure there'll be some in the Discord.
It was a different time, guys.
It was a different time.
Pay for or something like that.
I didn't pay for. What are you talking
Well, I mean, like, you had mentioned about potentially I don't know if you're joking, but you said you wanted to get an escort in Atlantic City.
I did, but I've never paid for an escort alone. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, he's waiting for somebody else to buy it for him alone. Yeah, this is an interesting revelation.
Only
here.
John wants to split pussy with somebody else.
Let's go Dutch on some vagina.
Oh my God.
Here we go. Listen to this.
That I'm kind of loser because I'm divorced. It's like I don't know. I've had a lot of strange and a lot of fun. I mean, I'm talking fucking 2 to 3 girls a week, Vince, and I'm not talking ugly girls. I'm talking hot girls.
When was the last time you hooked up with someone that you didn't pay for or something like that?
I didn't pay for. What are you talking
Well, I mean, like, you had mentioned about potentially I don't know if you're joking, but you said you wanted to get an escort in Atlantic City.
I did, but I've never paid for an escort alone. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay, like one for like you and Susanna and like.
I'm not commenting. I'm just saying.
All right, but so when was the last time you hooked up with somebody?
Me?
Yeah.
No, the other guy.
No. Me? Oh, that's the stalling tactic of the year right there.
Yeah.
Who,
yeah.
me? You mean when did I get laid last? You talking about me right now?
There are 2 people that answer a question with me. It is a liar and Beetlejuice. That's it.
Look at him looking up. Get that picture because that's right. That's the best looking for the answer look he has.
Let's point this out. John is constantly exaggerating and lying. He says he goes to the gym every day and he had 2 or 3 girls a week.
Correct.
All right. He's never been to the gym, and chances are he's not fucking anyone. So I'll just throw that out there.
And he's been fighting his entire life. And Frog, do you have that still shot of the pose we have of him during the Levy? And there it is. There we go.
He looks like Han Solo in Carbonite.
Oh, I got to give you a plug here because you did a cool thing. You had another angle of the Levy Brennan altercation, which we're going to watch tomorrow on BS. I want Bob to see it, but it really showed the giant pussy that Kevin Brennan is. This angle, it was great.
Yeah, and the thing I didn't point out on the show, and I should have, is that Kevin Brennan's whole thing was immediately goes to security and says, kick him out.
Throw him out. Yeah.
Throw him out. So he goes up to Bob, makes sure that he's so far away that Bob can't get to him, does that twice, and then goes to security right away and goes, throw him out of this place. He's a tattletale. That's the worst part of all of this. Not the fact that he didn't want to fight and he's a pussy. He's a tattletale.
Yeah, that's the worst.
There was a very interesting moment where the first time he runs up, then he backs away. Sorry, walks up and stays between the trash can and security. Then he walks away, looks at what he recorded, And I guess, like you said, figures he didn't have enough or it wasn't good enough and goes back and tries again and does more. So it really shows how deliberate and how much he planned to do this. Good stuff there, Carl. Good stuff.
Thank you.
An escort alone. Let's just leave it at that.
Oh, and one more thing. I'm sorry. I hate to be this guy because I'm always complaining with people pausing things all the time. We all pay for pussy. So this whole idea that it's just like, oh, but you buy an escort, like, who cares? We're all paying for pussy in one way or another. What's the difference? In fact, I think it's more noble to just buy an escort and just call it a day.
That's right. Than to take a fucking, line dancing class together or some shit. Yes. Yeah, I'm with you, dude. I'm with you.
I think this is great. I always wanted to make a vase.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I smell a stand-up set coming, Carl.
Hey.
Yeah. Watch out.
Carl, next time he's like, does anybody do that? Anybody
Hey, you guys hear about this? You guys hear about this? That's good, son.
You can do your Blondes Have More Fun tour.
Hey, there he is, pointing to the crowd.
You and Susanna and like.
I'm not commenting. I'm just saying.
All right, but so when was the last time you hooked up with somebody?
Me?
Yeah.
Where's the lies stored at over there?
Besides Kevin.
About 8 months ago, Callie. She was a retired science teacher in Cali. A body that was fucking superb, perfect.
Now, Carl,
it didn't have blood coming out of its ass.
Yeah. Did he not say? Now, first of all, I believe that there's a science teacher with a hot body. I just don't think he fucked her. I think it's a fantasy of his. But didn't he say he got laid in Jamaica and then he got laid in Vegas?
Yeah, I was going to say 8 months ago, he was in Vegas with that chick he was posting photos of, and then he went to Jamaica with that other girl. So, yeah, I think, oh, no, the truth just came out. Damn it. That fucks everything up.
Oh, yeah.
He's looking up. He's going, I didn't want the truth. I was looking for a lie. It got mixed up.
This wall sucks.
Perfect. And why did I end it? Because she peed in front of me, left the door open, and I just
fucking hate that. Yeah, that's worth ending.
And because I see the whole. It just grossed me out.
I told her to save that from my chest. What are you doing?
I mean, he really has an issue with women, right? Like it's like, it's an anger thing. It's not even like, I get it. You don't want people, I get it. Shut the door when you're taking a piss or a shit. I'm not saying, let's go nuts. It's the 60s. But like, it's more angry from him. It's more like, I see the whole thing, and it's like,
but how can they piss on your chest with the door closed?
I don't know.
He tells a story in his book. I think it's in his book. He's definitely told this story before, where he hooks up with this chick, and then midway through sex, he goes in the bathroom, and he's got a semi or whatever, and so the pee goes everywhere, and she gets all upset because she's got hardwood floors in the bathroom. And he peed all over the hardwood floors, and she was all upset with him about it. He's like, whoa, what do you want me to do? Oh, what am I supposed to do? So this is a weird double standard thing. Like, obviously, that story's made up. That's not true.
Well, you know what? That's actually somebody's bit, actually, because I've heard somebody do that after they have sex and they got the clear, it comes out. And you're trying to get your dick, and he's pissing on the curtain and all that shit. I remember
it's Me, Myself, and Irene, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that movie.
Somebody did comedy with that a long time ago. Oh my God! Flock of semen.
Fucking
party!
Fucking Tyler Bass missing that goddamn 44-yard field goal.
And now look at you.
Plus, I just want to also say what Carl said. There's no hardwood floors in bathrooms. I don't know who has a hardwood floor in the bathroom. He was pissing in somebody's living room.
Right? Could you imagine there's a floor in your bathroom that can't get wet? That's not a me problem. That's a you problem.
Let me get to some of these because we're backed up. Got my credit card bill. I'd like to talk about fake super chats. All right, we'll get back to you, Uncle Poopy. Weasel Tails. I paused the thing for this. That's how much I love you. Wow, thank you, Weasel Tails. Love you back. Clyde, when did Tim Pool's dad join the team? That's for Zen. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Zen looks like the butcher from Fargo.
It's the greatest night ever.
Limp-wristed
Mike's not
Spurg.
here, they're here. It's just fucking amazing.
Limp-wristed Spurg, thank you for the gift of membership. Thank you, pal. Brian Clowder, if you switch currency in your account to Zimbabwe, memberships will only cost you 2 bones. And Zen looks like somebody that gives out candy. Zen, yes.
He gives out candy to himself. Look at it, fat fuck.
3 months, all gifted. Love the show. Love Levy's trumpet. Thank you. Zen, please put the beard back on, Tim.
Give me one
says.
second.
The best Zen has 6 milligrams of nicotine and is cinnamon. Not a fan of Zen, like Zen. Thank God, no board tonight. Mike
in that fucking board.
Zen looks like a Christian rocker. Thank you, I.O. Susanna. Thanks for the gifted membership, but now I'm being forced to buy several Google Play cards to reimburse the Geek Squad for a $5,000 error I made on my refund request. FML, FKB, FSJ. Thank you, the narrator, buddy.
I was going to say no whiteboard, but also no white and boring.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Mike's stage name.
Mike's sitting there with his fist in his hand. You know, he's like, son of a bitch.
With a puppet on it.
I need to pay my fake gifted membership forward. Thank you, Hobby Addicts. Appreciate it. And there he is, paying it forward. Thank you,
I
Hobby.
order from Postmates because I don't want to miss the fucking game.
I've worn a full beard for 25 years. Occasionally, I'd shave it off when making a grooming mistake, and my wife hated it and demanded I grow it back. Same here. Nobody wants to see what's going on under this.
Lucky for me.
Formerly Joe's alcohol tolerance. Shuli, Bob, Zen, Lady K, you all crack me up. And I. There you go. Frosty. There's a new nickname.
Fucking Zen.
This is how behind we are.
To push it off on you.
Oh, Frosty. He's Frosty.
Yeah. No, this is how far behind. We're just now getting to the Carl super chat. Flock of seagulls. Here we go. I see no difference. Violence against women and AARP.
Oh my God.
That swoop is perfect for catching loads.
Oh man.
Carl looks like the kind of guy that fills Zen's trough. Oink oink Zen. Love you, Carl. When will the Isotopes be covering NSY NC songs, NSYNC songs?
NSYNC, yeah.
Shuli, tell Carl that Vince McMahon will get him some ass if he does my show. Levy will chip in a reach around. Doe's tips. Yeah, BLR. You heard him, Carl. Carl and Zen, the hottest new couple in the Dabbleverse. Look at that. What did that say? Sorry. My membership is so fake, I framed it with Stuttering John's degree. Hello. Tony Cock. Look out. Instead of Tony Hawk. I like that. That's cool.
Hey, hold on a second. I need the people in the chat to come up with Carl's porn name.
There you go. I like that.
Well, I'm looking at my my Twitter, and people came up with New Kids on the Cock and the Backdoor Boys.
Nice.
I was thinking Faggletooth.
That's pretty good.
You can say which kind of porn. Yeah.
What about Fogget Hat? What about that?
I also have In Sphincter.
And Sphincter's pretty good.
Not bad.
That's cool. Carl joined in sync. Yeah, isn't it great? Glad to be back, y'all. Carl's bad haircut.
Thank God for President's Day.
Happy President's Day, everybody. Carl, those frosted tips make you look like a Zoomer.
Those are fighting words, purple, and you know that.
Carl just reminded me, the wife and I just got back from Big Bear. Talk about frosted tits. Hello.
If Carl looked any gayer, he'd be producing our show.
He really would.
No.
Zing.
Don't wish that on anybody.
Don't say that about Discount Don. Come on.
Come on. Carl looks like the worst case of transitioning in the history of transitioning. Thank you, Professor.
I'm getting tits put on.
Yeah. By hiding money from Susanna, he was essentially keeping money away from his kids. And Vince got him to admit to that today on the show as well. Carl looks like one of those lesbians that wears a matching bow tie and chucks to a wedding. Love you guys. Love you, buddy. Chuck Taylor's, of course. John will tell you he's a good guy. He's just a little self-centered, pretentious, shallow, arrogant, vindictive, irresponsible, and deserves special treatment and recognition for the things he didn't earn. Is that so wrong? No, Tap Kid. I think you nailed it right. John would read that and go, exactly. He would agree
That's
right
a lot of
away.
stuff, and that's what he is. You know what I mean? Like with me, you can say I have a temper. You know what I mean?
Right. That's
about
all?
it.
Okay. We'll save the rest. We'll save the rest of the list for tomorrow's BS, guys. Tune in.
Thank you.
Jesus, Carl, fillet much? Looks great, buddy. Everybody's a hair critic over here.
Right?
Connor gifting 5. Thank you, Connor.
Oh, that
right.
was funny too. Someone on Twitter or somewhere was messaging like, "Oh, Carl thinks he's like a fashion icon now." It's like, no, I lost a fucking bet. I love that I posted this photo because I think I'm hot. I love these idiots.
I can't wait for John tomorrow. Wait till you thought the nap video was embarrassing. Wait till you see this. Carl's Bad Haircut still accepting donations of hats and beanies, please. I have plenty if you want. Vince can give you some. I passed away behind John's fridge and wasn't found for weeks. My rotting carcass actually enhanced the smell of his apartment. That's Magneto, the John's old cat. Heard Stuttering. Has Stuttering John heard party, docs, or underwear to guide? I'm sure he has because he watches everything. Yeah. I was about to turn you guys off. Thought you had Megan going on.
Those are fighting words.
Oh,
Froggery.
Megan. That's her name.
I've never been so mad at froggery until just now.
Oh, that's hilarious. Did Carl just admit, sadly, that he takes notes on Stuttering John's show? I think John's won this round. Yeah, Scalzo.
No,
you're
that's
correct.
why his show's so good because he knows it. You know what I mean? You're very.
Yeah,
you
it's what I do for a living, sir. But thank you.
Yeah. What do you think he's modeling with that hair?
Haku Brennan. Carl, my husband takes multiple naps daily. All right. Thank you, Haku.
Just so you know. Thank you.
Hey, fellas, we are officially in the second trimester, and we are proud to announce TSN Replayable Baby is a boy. Much love to you all. The first of many TSN babies.
That's awesome.
And gifting 5 on top of that. Thank you, Allie. Thank you, guys. All right, let's get back into this.
Speaking of gay, somebody's home from getting laid, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Carl, it's a pleasure.
Yeah,
keep it down. You have to run out that fucking quick. You look like fucking Kevin just called John.
He's home. Shh, keep it down.
I love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
I can't believe it. God damn it. That's embarrassing.
Who's the pretty lady on the bottom? That's Carl. Whoarethese.com. WATV.
That's a weird one. All right, Zen's gone. I'm happy to carry the show. Let's go.
Let's go.
Girls are into that. I don't know.
I know.
It's disgusting. I don't want to see a girl take a shit.
Oh my God. And never in a million. We talked about this before, but.
And Dawn.
The only time I've seen a girl take a shit was on John's show.
Exactly. And how many shitty pairs of underwears do you think Susanner had to wash in her day from this guy?
And I had to remind John because he forgot why he was mad at Patrick Melton. The reason why he was mad at Patrick Melton, and he forgot when he was in AC and he asked for an apology about the kids, he didn't care about that. He was mad that Patrick Melton posted the StreamYard link in his Discord, and that's when the guy grabbed it and put the shit porn on John's show. And John forgot why he's mad at him. I was like, John, that's not why you're mad at Melton. You are mad at him, but
that's so John. That's so John. You forgot what you were mad at. It had everything to do with you and nothing to do with your wife and kid.
Right.
Yeah. That's fucking great.
Danny says Dawn shits in front of him.
How did these guys do that? I don't understand.
The guy has a limp. It takes a long time to get away from somebody taking a shit. He had a cane.
It's bad enough we've seen what Dawn looks like. Now we're talking about her shitting.
Oh my God.
Stop it.
Oh.
For the love of everything that's holy.
But Vince, weren't you happy? Well, I know you. No, I'm not going to lie to you, but Dawn and Danny verified that he sucked all the milk out of both boobs when she was.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't believe that either. Yeah, but I'm okay with.
I like that he started with, aren't you happy about this fact that we learned, Vince?
But he's bragging about the part that, that not only he was the one that took food away from his kids.
Right. His buddy did the same thing.
Exactly. It's something that's happening in the neighborhood.
Well, she was like, I didn't want to breastfeed, which you don't hear too many women saying that, but I don't know.
I don't have fucking 3 black eyes. They even have an extra one, those motherfuckers.
Yeah, they got Coke running through their veins. She's like, I'm not in the mood for breastfeeding. Understood. Got it. Probably not the best idea.
I don't want to shit in front of people.
Please open the chat for us broke. No.
Yeah,
guys.
just open while I'm here. Could you at least do that the favor for me?
Sure. All right. I was gonna do it anyway. I just
Who cares? You can read the chat while you're doing a show.
How do you mean?
Like I don't read.
Vince, he couldn't even process that question that you asked him. A very simple question. How do you mean? Was his reply.
Read the chat as I'm doing.
My
the
other
show.
favorite thing that John does, and he's been doing this a lot lately, is he'll be staring at the. He does that thing where he just stops and you think his thing's frozen. He's just staring, and he'll go, "I'm not gonna read your chat unless you super chat me." And it's like, no, you're obviously reading the chat. Every
just
insult
read it.
you just read. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, but I know, but you don't know how to multitask. I do.
That's true.
Yeah, this guy couldn't figure out how to get into the room that Vince got him. He had to have a stranger help him get into the room.
I knew you were going to say that's true.
Oh, by the way, I didn't send you that last delivery.
No?
No. What did you get? I swear to God, I had nothing to do with it. I didn't send you anything.
You know what's funny about this?
What?
Vince isn't lying. I know that's unusual to hear, but Vince is not lying. The person that sent the delivery reached out to me.
Well, it's Vince's fault that nobody believes him when he's not lying. Vincent. Hey, there's Carl.
Yeah.
You go, girl.
That was a fun Pride that year.
Swear on my life, my wife, my kids, whatever. There's no way that was.
And a vanilla Swiss almond.
But from where though?
Tampons? Is that what he said?
He got more tampons.
He got more tampons and ice cream.
CVS. And they said it was for Eric L. But it had to be me because it was my favorite ice cream.
I like he goes, they said it was for Eric L. And he just took it. Then he goes,
oh, my God.
He goes, but it had to be for me, right?
This is going to be another problem because the guy's going to say that I never got my ice cream. And he goes, no, a guy took it in this apartment. So now this guy's going to complain to the people that are running it.
He just took some lady's tampons and ice cream. She's clearly on the rag. Oh, no.
Brand.
How'd they get past the security gate?
How do your guys get past it? I don't know.
You told me the code.
Oh, well, I guess they know it.
No, now everybody knows it because you told Vince the code, stupid.
Oh, shit.
How much blood is in this apartment building with the lady that didn't get her tampons, his asshole? I mean, come on.
What is this now?
This is the text with the person that sent the delivery and the actual driver. They told him to make sure that they called him by his name and asked if he was drinking. The guy said, in fairness, it did not look like John had been drinking.
All right. Well, it's good that we have confirmation of that.
Well, I have to say, and I mentioned this on the show the other day, ever since his mom called him out for being wasted on his stream in AC, he's gone to 11 a.m. again.
Yeah.
He's no longer drinking on the internet. He's realized that's a bad move.
I said today, my theory is he had to talk to her on the phone when he got home from Atlantic City, and he definitely promised her.
I don't drink that much.
Yeah, he promised her he wouldn't drink on stream anymore, but he also said he'll never do MLC again, and I think he's going to go back on both rather quickly.
It'll be real quick.
Especially with this fallout with Kevin. It's hitting him hard. You know he's power drinking right now.
Guys, I know the Uncle Rico show, you got to cover all of this, but I'm getting real tired of the Vince the Warrior drama and the MLC drama. It's getting to the point now where none of it's real. It's all so stupid, where he goes on and he goes, I hate Vince. He's dead to me. And then 2 hours later, he's on his show. You're like, none of this means anything, John. He likes to say that Vince is the boy who cried wolf. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they're both perfect for each other. They really are. All three of them.
It's boring. It's a fucking, and Bob will tell you because he's in the same text thread that I am with Vince the Warrior. When Vince was negotiating what he was going to get paid to be on the show today, and he's going back and forth, and John's going, forget it. We're not going to do a show together. Forget it. I just fucking put a yawn emoji, and I'm like, Vince, this isn't interesting anymore. It's the same shit over and over again.
Yeah, it really is. It's just a repeat, and there's nothing there. There's just nothing there. They're tapped out. They're looking for anything. He goes, we got to have a bombshell the other day. Shuli didn't graduate high school. And then I'm like, well, where did this come from? From me. From me. I'm telling the goddamn story on Dr. Drew. This is his bombshell.
Dude, do you know why The Rock can tell you what he smells cooking every week? Because he has charisma. It's interesting. These people have no fucking charisma. It's the same shit over and over again. It's boring. You're boring.
I love that.
Or maybe that's my neighbor, Eric. Now they're
I swear to you, it wasn't me. I always tell you when it's me. It wasn't me.
See, now that I open it to subscribers only, now I was over 700. Now I dropped 20. Tim Bollinger, thanks for the $5. That new computer will also get you a washed up looser if you put your shithole apartment on the screen. Vince, why can't people spell loser? I mean, is this that hard of a word?
J-O-H.
Unless you have that word blocked. You would not believe the dues payer actually puts in words that you can't type even in Super Chat. Like, that's how pathetic they're getting.
Now, this is not true at all. Like, Reels was in here earlier, and I guess he's about to say that you can't type in the word Phil, which is, you can't put it in a Super Chat. You can't.
Like, you can't even write the word Phil because Phil Russo hides behind the name Joe. Yeah, you can't Super Chat the word Phil. You have to use other ways around it.
Wow.
Joe, are you hiding behind the name Joe?
I am. It's to keep my nefarious background away from you guys.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, Vince, I do that, but I only put the N word and the F word for gay people, like those kind of words. I block out.
Right again,
but
Vince.
I think you would understand why,
Hold on a second.
You won't, but
I don't know a lot
You can
about
put my
this.
whole name if you want, see?
Rick.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about this because I'm not trying to write the N word on Super Chats, but doesn't YouTube take care of that for you? He's putting in those words.
He's going to get himself banned for typing in the N-word on his own channel.
People have to write shit with a Y in order to get it in. Yeah. Like, I'm not a big Super Chatter, so I don't know how this works, but he's just like, the only words that I ban are the ones that are obviously banned already.
You can't write the word die in a Super Chat or suck or like anything. What's he talking about? We allow Bill and Phil on here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gee, thanks to us. Millionaire, e-begging, slob, sweating over $50. I'm not sweating over $50. It's the principle. Wouldn't you say, Vince?
100%.
It's not the money. It's just the sad, pathetic person that is Kevin Brennan.
Well, for $50, you have.
Yeah. What's up, bro?
Can I give Vince credit for something? I rarely do this. I don't know. Were you guys playing part of this before I came on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So before this happened, John's complaining. I asked for $200. I got $150. He owes me $50. He was complaining about it yesterday, complaining about it today. To Vince's credit, he goes, "Okay, so he owes you $50. We got it. Can we move on?
Yeah.
Can we talk?" He was literally like, "All right, so this point in Point Devil Point I want to bring up." And he goes, No, we're still talking about Kevin Brennan. It's like, okay, you feel like the guy owes you $50. Yeah. Whatever. What do you want to do with that? How are we going to talk about this? This is not interesting to anyone.
It's his thing, dude. He has a legit man crush for Kevin. He looks at him like he's Howard.
And he didn't think his breakup was going to happen that quick,
He literally just wants Kevin to accept him. That's it. To like him, to be his friend. And Kevin is just not
air, this motherfucker.
He's just not interested. It's amazing. He's legit hurt from this.
Mm-hmm. Kevin, out of your life.
But it's so embarrassing to go on your podcast and bitch about someone owing you $50.
Yeah.
Why would that matter in anyone's world? Even I was watching a clip of Opie the other day, and he's talking to a homeless guy. A homeless guy would forget about $50 in a second. He'd move on with his fucking life. John's been talking about it for all weekend. He's been talking about $50 fucking dollars. Who cares?
I mean, and that's just to let you know how much is really going on in his life when this is the hot button issue of the day,
For the rest of your life, but we all know that you do love him and you will be back. I guarantee that.
Hold on. When you say love, I love my kids. I don't love Kevin Brennan.
John, you really love the guy. I mean, when you look at me, it's kind of in disgust, even in person. You're like, You'll tolerate me a little.
That's how
little
Lori
bit.
looks at you.
Oh, John, everyone looks at me like that. I get that, but
That's
when
how
you,
Devin and Alexander look.
but when you stare into Kevin's eyes and the way you look at him, and you're so happy to be around him, you can't wait to hug him. And I get it. He's no, I get it. He's like an attractive, charismatic man, but you don't treat me the way you treat him.
Because, I like your show too, though.
Not my show. I'm saying him as a person. You are a different person.
What is that? Wipe.
Have you ever wiped your nose starting from the middle of your forearm before? Like, you got that much to go. You got to start back here. What the
Like
fuck?
my dad used to say, that's why there's hair on your arm, son.
Carl and Shuli, this is all you two have, and it's totally played out. Thank you, Mickey. Appreciate it.
Hold on, Mickey. I have to tell you that I reviewed Joe Matarese yesterday, so fuck off.
Oh, boy.
This isn't all I have.
Yeah. Well, there you go. There's a plug.
Around him.
Yes, I have a man crush on him.
Well, we know that.
Vince, you can make up any narrative that you want, but it's not true. I just happen to be a fan of his show, but I don't even I vow not to even really watch it anymore.
He's stammering. He's so in love. He's so in love with this dude. He doesn't know what he's feeling, why he's feeling it. He's confused.
Hey,
is there a future? If they're not, I don't know.
Shuli, tell me that I'm in love with a guy.
Hey, Carl, you're in love with.
I don't know what you're. I don't know what you're.
No, you're
about.
in love. No, Carl, you're.
That
all right,
crazy.
maybe you're not.
I don't know.
Maybe you're not. Maybe you're right. When you put it that way, Carl, maybe you're right. All right, get back to this.
Anymore.
Oh, you know what? Did they say that they have the different angle of the Bob fight?
I think I don't know.
Yeah, I would like to see that too. You know what happened, John? When they told me that the fight was going on, I started the video, and then security saw me videoing and made me delete the videos. I actually had the video of you and Bob confronting each other, and he's like, delete that too. Whoa. I'm like so pissed because I had it there.
Why didn't you just delete it, but not?
I did. Just little fucking nerds like let me go to a deleted file too.
How small was this security guard if Vince is calling him a little fucking nerd? What was he, microscopic? Like, what the fuck? And I like he's like, deleted. So you just go, there, it's deleted. What, you're telling me the guy stood there and he's like, go into your deleted folder, delete that? I don't buy that.
I don't buy that.
No, this is a complete lie because you can also recover deleted videos in your phone. And if you have an iPhone or an Android, it should be backing up to your iCloud or Google Cloud. So.
Also, this isn't a Dave Chappelle show. You know what I mean? Like, you're not actually going through like, nope, I want to see the deleted file, permanently delete it. It's the Borgata. They don't care that much. There's a billion cameras.
This is just Vince trying to get a rise out of John.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
And then I tried to recover it because sometimes you can recover even after you permanently delete. I fucked up. I should have done it a totally different way, but I had both videos.
Well, how's he allowed to do? Like,
he's not allowed to do it, but you know what he said? I'll trespass you. I'm like, fuck that. I'll delete the videos then.
I'll trespass you.
He was going to trespass me. Give me the same thing. I would have been there locked up with Bob.
Locked up?
This guy's a teacher. He doesn't understand trespass.
Oh, but I don't. Oh, wait. Wait a second. Which video with me and Bob? But there was no confrontation then.
When you were sitting, he came up to you. I had a video of that. Then I had a video of Bob throwing.
Well, you know why there was no confrontation then? Because Bob was screaming at him and John stayed in his seat and kept saying, we can work it out. We can work it out. That's why there was no confrontation. Mr. You need muscle didn't get out of his seat.
Everything. And the guy went and saw that video, both of them, and maybe delete both of them. I said, like, this has nothing to do with this. He's like, delete it. Otherwise, I'm trespassing you.
Oh, wow. Jesus. A field direct thing to please stop limiting.
He didn't understand anything that
he did it. He go, oh, wow, Jesus, like a plane crashed or something. Oh, my God. All right.
Yes.
I'm not. He's saying anything he wants to say. I just get annoyed when he fucking... I know him too well. He doesn't realize it, but I do. Bill Avoida, thanks for $2. Vince is really annoying today, as usual.
That's true.
He always is.
You know how
Leo
you know
Gunn.
that Vince doesn't think something's funny? When he laughs.
Oh, yeah.
Every fucking time. When Vince laughs, he doesn't find it funny in any single way.
Notice how quiet he was during my set that he recorded. So that should tell you everything.
Good point.
There. Thank you.
Thanks for the tenor. Bucks, how ironic is it, boys, that we live in a world where Ray DeVito has a master's degree and Deuce Payer never finished high school? I know. But I just love the hypocrisy over there, Vince. Do you know what I mean? It's just nonstop. And this Carl thing, I'm going to get in touch with Grant now. I'm going to ask him if this is true. Plague.
Yeah, apparently Vince said that Vince kind of painted this picture that Grant was telling you or talking bad about John and Vince to you. Anything you want to say about that?
No, but basically what it came down to is that my brother had a conversation with Vince, and the normal shit you would say to a compulsive liar, where you go, hey, you lied about this, you lied about that, and then you base a whole argument on this one line, you go deeper into it. It doesn't make any sense. So my brother's a little bit smarter than John. He sees through this bullshit.
Right.
And then Vince goes on his show and just makes up a whole different conversation they had. Oh yeah, Grant was saying that Carl's the brat and he never apologizes. He's a douchebag. It's just like, well, this is all just made up shit. Like, I know my brother pretty well. These aren't things that he would say to Vince.
Yeah. So again, he had a conversation with him about all the lies he's told, and then Vince goes on his show and throws out more lies.
Correct. Which is what he does. Which
We're
is
all
fine.
caught up.
Which is fine. I always say, Vince, if you want to lie about everything and doctor tapes and do all the things that you do all the time, fun is fun. No one's watching your show for news gathering. They just have to remember that.
Exactly.
Brad, thanks for the fiber. Sean, why did you name your cats after X-Men when one of your kids is already a mutant? Just wanted to make sure you still don't care, buddy. I don't care. Director, thanks.
I don't care. Mission accomplished. I still don't care what you say about him. Imagine we're at this point in the game in the Dabbleverse. Could you ever believe it? Where people are just sending in the most awful shit. He's reading it deadpan and just goes, I don't care. What do you think of that? Amazing. What a time to be alive, man. This is crazy.
For the $2, do you believe Stern talked to Beth while with Allison? Yeah.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say while with AI.
AJ has this distinctive story about how Howard was cheating with using an apartment in the city somewhere. Yeah. I never really got into it.
I'll say it because Beth was a David Letterman. She was a model.
This is how great this is. He chimes in here like he knows everything, and he gets the story completely wrong. Watch this.
And I think Howard met her when he was a guest.
No, they met at that dinner that Cabby went to.
Are you
for
sure?
certain? Yeah, I'm certain. There's no way around how they met.
That.
Yeah, Ralph, and then Ralph was there, and I think they went bowling or something. They went out somewhere.
Well, the only lie from that story is that Ralph wanted to fuck her.
Yeah, that is true. Rest in peace, Ralph.
It's not Ralph's type, but okay.
Yeah.
All right, because I thought they said that they, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Creamy Squeegee, thanks for ducks. It's me, Shuli's dead mom, Noga. Ouch, my heart, Noga.
Hilarious.
Michael P.
That one killed.
You and your girl were celibate in Jamaica. Why? Was that like 8 months ago? Vince?
Carl did bring up a good point. He said that he knew that you were lying about Jamaica because you had no stories from it and no complaints on the flight. Every flight you take, you always have a complaint that you voice publicly on Twitter.
Yes,
it's true. He made a good point there.
Oh, really? How much you want to bet,
Thank you,
Vince?
Vince.
Wait,
how much do you want to bet?
Wait. Which the greatest response Vince has right here. This is great.
You want to pull all
How much you want to bet what?
I've flown more than anybody in the Dabbleverse from my band and stand-up. You don't hear about a lot of my flights.
That's the worst argument. That's not the point.
Sure, 80% of those flights, Twitter wasn't created. The internet wasn't in existence. But guess what? You didn't hear a lot about it, did you? Amazing.
Unbelievable.
It's just like...
So what's the bet that he actually doesn't complain about flights being canceled sometimes? Or that he went to Jamaica? What's the bet?
You can look at all my Yelp reviews, Vince. You can look.
What an idiot.
If they go smoothly, I don't complain. Turbo takes cocks.
Oh man! Whoa!
$2. Deliveries are piling up at the Florida House. Who gives a shit?
No, who cares?
Dick 89, thanks for $5. It's embarrassing to drop out of Howard because
high school.
Howard.
Oh, sorry. Well, HS is also Howard's turn too.
Yeah, a lot of people drop out of Howard Stern. Fucking moron.
Oh my God.
And I'm the one that didn't graduate high school.
It's embarrassing to drop out of high school because you're lazy. I can understand you living in the city or you're in a gang. Wasn't Shuli's family wealthy? I'm convinced they bought.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, are you kidding me? The wealth we had in this family. Oh, every morning I'd wake up and I'd pour myself a bowl of Fruit Rings because my dad was too fucking cheap to get Fruit Loops. I'd eat Fruit Rings and Lieutenant Crunch or whatever the fuck that knockoff was, Captain Crunch.
So you controlled Hollywood and the media, and you had no money. Okay, if you say so, Shuli, whatever.
That's me. That's
and
me.
the weather. The weather.
Yeah, I'll go. All right, yeah, fine. I'll go along with that.
Yeah,
Why not?
and we're so good with money, I went bankrupt as well, just to really throw him off the trail. I mean, these bombshells, you know, he went 16 years was the first one. Now this is 30 years old, this bombshell. The next is going to be when I was 4. He's going to uncover something that I did. The fuck?
You were in the army in Israel.
Oh, that's right. He already outed me on that.
No, you ran like a coward here. So
well, I crawled. I don't know that I was running at that. I walked and fell a lot, but yes.
Shuli's house. I don't think he had the down payment.
This is true. Don't tell anyone. I didn't graduate Howard Stern University.
It doesn't matter if they did or they didn't. Who cares? You got help from your mom buying your house, not necessarily.
Oh, this was good. Hold on.
For good credit.
Bucks. It's embarrassing to drop out of Howard because
high school.
Oh, sorry. Well, HS is also Howard's turn too. It's embarrassing to drop out of high school because you're lazy. I can understand you living in the city or you're in a gang. Wasn't Shuli's family wealthy? I'm convinced they bought Shuli's house. I don't think he had the down payment for that.
It doesn't matter if they did or they didn't. Who cares? You got help from your mom buying your house, not necessarily with a down payment, but with her good credit.
Yeah, there's a very big difference, Vince.
There's not, John. And you know that.
Yes,
Vince put on his big boy pants today for John. It was impressive. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
He didn't let him off the hook on a lot of things. That's why I wanted to get to this tonight, because I was so excited watching this back and forth. So now John's going to tell you how it's different. Go ahead.
In sort of the same situation. So
yes, there is, Vince. Okay, here we go. Let me out litigate Vince. You're saying it's the same thing for your parents to put a down payment as it is to use their name for the better credit to get your interest rate, even though I'm still putting the entire down payment with my own money.
What?
They're different. I agree with you that they're different, but let's just say if you default and make a late payment, now you're messing your mom's credit up. So there's a lot more risk to her.
I'm not going to do that.
John, but this is just a reality of it.
All right,
yes,
this is
Carl.
great. Vince, you're doing a fantastic job here. Props to you, my friend. But the thing that John always says, and it's so weird that a 58-year-old says, I bought it with my own money over and over again. I've heard him say that dozens of times. You have to remember, John bought this house in Florida with the money he made from his apartment in Canoga Park, which was also in his mom's name.
Yeah.
That's
Correct.
the thing that everyone forgets is that shitty apartment, that 2-bedroom apartment he was living in, that they had a really hard time selling because it was garbage. He took that money that was in his mom's name and then put it in a house that's in his mom's name.
Yep.
So stop it with the "it's my money" bullshit. You're hiding it from your family. Just fucking admit it, John. You're hiding it from your family. You don't want to pay child support. You don't want to pay alimony, which you got rid of.
Why doesn't he just change his name to Asa? His credit would go.
And just become her.
But they're both helping you. You
Also,
could have done
again,
it
just
on
to
your
point
own.
out,
So
this
could
person nailed it. That is illegal. It's called a straw purchase, and it's mortgage fraud.
Interesting.
Shuli.
It's a different. No. He don't have the money. And I could have did it.
So in a way,
without my
John's
mom.
right. It is a different situation. What he did is illegal.
Right.
And if your parents gave you your down payment, that's perfectly legal. So he's right. It is different.
But they didn't. That's the thing. Like, that's what he wants to believe. And I don't care. I mean, you want to believe it. You want to believe it. That's fine. It's not the case, though.
Where did he get the evidence of that? I don't know how you bought your house in Alabama, Shuli. I've never asked you about it. I don't give a shit. But I'm just curious, like, where did he come up with that theory? He just made it up out of nowhere and just started saying it?
No, the same place he has the theory about super chats and gifted memberships are fake. It's a place called Reddit, and that's where he goes to get all his information. So whatever people post,
it's the fact that he did this. You know what I mean? That's why he figured everyone else did.
A lot of it's projection. He tries to say that, I was projecting by accusing him of not graduating NYU. But I said the big difference here is I wasn't going around lying to people, telling people that I graduated high school. I said just the opposite. And the reality of his situation is he's the only one that says he graduated NYU. NYU doesn't say he graduated NYU or is an alumni. Court documents do not say that he graduated NYU. Real estate licenses do not say that. So I think as John would say, it's different.
Also, I brushed past this, and maybe you guys were talking about it earlier, but Ray DeVito has an MBA?
Yeah.
Well, then all of this is moot. What the fuck are we talking about? Who cares who went to school for any amount of time if Ray DeVito has an MBA?
Yeah, you ready? You sitting down? You ready? You ready for your hair to go even wackier? Listen to this. Stevie Lou has a finance degree.
Shut the fuck up.
I will not. That's what I learned watching Stevie Lou with John. Guy knows what he's talking about.
So people just want to be poor? What is this thing? Like, I understand the allure of show business and comedy, but the reason why I played in bands when I was younger, in my teens and 20s, I was playing in bands. I was sending out CDs to labels. I wanted to get famous, but I had a fucking job the whole time because I didn't expect that to actually come to fruition. What are these people doing?
Yeah, it's in economics. I apologize, but I mean, Jesus Christ, who saw that coming,
Get a job then. This whole thing, and I don't know what Stevie Lou's deal is. I honestly don't. But this whole thing where he's like, well, I got to be on MLC because I got a expensive rent here in New York City and I'm going through a divorce. Like, get a fucking job. Why are you dependent on Kevin Brennan? That's insane. That's a really dumb strategic move on your part financially.
I mean, it doesn't. Track record speaks for itself. It doesn't work out for a lot of people hitching their wagon to the Brennan horse. Hey, what's going on, Bob? Good to see you.
I just wanted a lower interest rate.
Right. So you used your parents' help. I mean, if his mom did help him, we don't even know that she did. Or dad.
Oh, I'm pretty sure. And also, Vince, as you and I both know, it is also a way of protection.
It is, but I mean, if that's the reason you're doing it, you're still using your parents.
Yes. In fact, I don't want to. Well, this is not going to sound well. I'll tell you in private. But let's just say,
this is my favorite. When he goes, I don't want to say, and then the thing in his head that's like he can't not say it. So now he's gonna say a little bit of it to because he's got to get it out. He's got to brag. He's got to show how smart he is.
Yeah, this is the Roger Rabbit shaving a haircut for Looney Tunes critic who's usually here in the chat.
Yeah, this is great. That's a great pull.
With the condo, there was another distinct reason why I put it in their name. And
Carl has made this claim publicly, or it may not have been Carl, maybe been someone else, that you did it to avoid potentially Susanna coming after.
Popping?
Yeah,
Starts popping because he knows, oh my God, this ain't going to be good. Once he hears Carl's name, watch.
If it's a Carl fact, it can't be good.
Condo, there was another distinct reason why I put it in their name. And
Carl has made this claim publicly, or it may not have been Carl, maybe it's someone else, that you did it to avoid potentially Susanna coming after your money.
No comment. Elba.
That's not good, right, Carl?
Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting that.
No. And that's not a good answer on that topic.
Look at Vince's look right there. He's just like, busted.
Oh.
Wow. No one watches my show more than fucking Vince the lawyer, by the way.
Yeah.
Holy shit. This guy knows every word I've ever said.
Yeah, Carl's been right a lot then.
Thanks for the $5. I'll send you the 50 if you remove Vince the lawyer's hat again. Go ahead, Vince. Just take it off.
You see this? We see what he does. He changes it. He always goes to a super chat when he wants to get away from a question.
I mean, that's old school John on Stern. You know, he's in the spotlight, and all of a sudden he's like, "What about Gary?" And you know, deflect. That's a deflection.
Speaking of super chats,
I know. I'll get to him. Let me just. We're into some shit here. Everybody, sit tight.
I'll split that 50 with you.
I don't care.
We all saw you without the hat.
Man. I know. I don't understand what's the big deal. I have my videos to you. I have go on my channel. I have videos without my hat on.
It's a bad look.
So why not just take it off?
Yeah, no one wants to go to your channel.
You think it is?
Look, just take it off. It's a big deal, man.
Look at me. Can't get worse than this.
Yeah, man. Do a show without hats on, man. You want to earn our respect,
hat, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
Get Carl a hat.
Did you go to the gym today?
No.
Carl said you're going to make up lies about going to the gym now. You're going to have all these gym stories.
Oh, okay. Well, so
I didn't hear you say that you were going to go to the gym. I know you wanted to lose weight.
I guess Carl is your new.
No, actually, I came on trying to show how he was wrong, but so far I've been proving some of the things he's been saying are correct.
I didn't say that was accurate in your allegation. I said no comment.
Right, but it wasn't a denial.
But I didn't say that it was true either.
Okay, all right, yeah, you got me again, John.
Jesus
you didn't deny
Christ.
it.
Do I like Vince again? What's happening right now?
It's
I wasn't
crazy,
expecting
right?
any of this.
I was driving around going, nope, not gonna talk to him, not gonna text him, nope.
Direct, thanks for the $2. Fact check. Yeah, Shirley dropped out with month left. Yeah.
What does that tell you about a person that can't complete a task, especially as basic as that?
He's a stonehead.
Stonehead, like Stonehenge, you mean? Or what an idiot! You're a stonehead, you fucking moron.
Make a big rock that looks like Shuli.
Make me into Stonehenge, please. Yeah, and you know what, John? All the weed I've ever smoked, it still won't make me as dumb as you. Ever. Fact. Stonehead.
But people do change. A lot of people have dropped out. Like Bill Gates dropped out of school.
Yes, but Shuli's no Bill Gates.
Wow, hot take. Hot take Melendez over here.
Ken Culligan, thanks for the $2. Thanks for the pick, John. You were very nice. Thank you. I always try to be, and anybody who has met me will tell you I'm a nice guy. Motherfucker Jones, thanks for the $2. Stinky, Bob came to you. You said we could work it out. I said you just apologize for the rant you did on my kid.
We can fix this, too. We also said we can fix this.
Right.
He said, fuck you. You apologize to Gina. And I don't know. He didn't clarify what I said about Gina, because if he would have clarified, I would have known what to apologize about.
I would have said she looks fucking hot. There's no need to apologize for that.
I don't think
she looked great that night. Sorry.
I didn't see her face. All I saw was a butt, and it went that great. Jay Horst, thanks for the follow.
Says the guy who jerks off to Danny's wife.
Wow.
Oh, wait. There's a Gina thing coming up in a little bit that's really good, because Vince gets him to tell the whole story of reaching out to Gina. It's really good, actually.
Real quick, one of the biggest lies John told on his show today, I was watching it earlier, is he said that, when he was in AC, all these people were coming up to him and wanted pictures and saying hi. And he goes, and not just Dabbleverse people just recognize me from the Howard Stern show. Guys, I was a huge fan of the Howard Stern show, the E! Show. I watched the stuff. If I saw this guy in a bar, I would not know it was Stuttering John, if not for the fucking Dabbleverse. Are you kidding me?
I promise you this. If strangers that weren't from the Dabbleverse approached him and said hi, Vince gave them what I call Vince bucks, which is fake money that he created somehow to lure people into doing stuff for him. Yeah.
This is my Uncle John. He used to be famous. Can you say hi to him and say you're a big fan, please?
Yell really loud. He's losing his hearing. Who's the pretty lady on the bottom? Oh, that's Carl. Maybe you know. Maybe you don't. Frosted Tips in the house. Stuttering John is a prime example of retarded vermin. All right. Aaron Brown, Zen, did you audition for the Animal House reboot? We'll save that one for tomorrow. Which breakup hurt John the most, Kevin or Susanna?
It's hard to say.
I mean, Susanna one hurt because of finances. The Kevin one just, well, I guess because of finances
well,
too.
yeah, Kevin
$50.
owes John money. John owes Susanna money. So yeah.
John is so stupid. He brags about his worst financial decisions all the time. Buying a house way too expensive. Yes, PR. Absolutely. Scalzo, Carl makes a nice living off those notes he takes on John's show. John's the old smelly drunk that had no relationship with his kids. Remind us again who's winning.
Yeah, that's a response to the earlier super chatter who was making fun of me for taking notes on what John says on his show.
Carl looks like female soccer's Megan Rapone. Yes.
Rapino. Fuck that bitch.
Rapino? Is that how it's pronounced?
I think so.
Stuttering John is a gross, yucky monster. Ladies are repulsed. Thank you, G-Rob. Blonde Tips World Order. Delco Chris. Thank you. Mason and Portland.
Frosted Tips World Order. FTWO.
May the Reverend Joseph Samuel bless Carl and his demonic frosted tips. Have you tackled Joey Samuel's recent turn to religion?
I have not. I'm out of the loop on that.
It's legit. I was texting him. Yeah, I said, you let me know if it's a work. You know, I got you. But he's like, nope, I found God. This is my thing now.
Well, he's supposed to come, and this actually is a nice segue. He's supposed to come to our live show in Largo, Florida, March 22nd. And that would be WATPlive.com is where you want to go for tickets for that show. We're going to have a whole show with the guys from ROTC and everyone from Who Are These Podcasts. Tuki's going to be there. Cardiff. Everyone's going to be there. And, Joey wants to be on the guest list. I said he's got a spot, so we'll see.
Carl, can I bring a kiddie pool and baptize people at the show?
Yes! People get reborn at the show. That'd be great.
Why you trashing me, Connor? Chat drama. You got it, Scouser. I'll keep my eye on it. I hear the song El Bimbo when I look at Carl. Hey, who's the blonde? A friend of Grant? Tell him I said hi.
Yeah, I know. My brother's the most famous hamburger in the Dabbleverse right now.
I got to vomit when Stuttering John drinks. I had to turn it off. Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart. That's for sure. Don't hog the poppers, Carl. Hashtag anal nitrate. Lily Bell Del Bonte.
Gays have more fun. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
Shuli, it's great to see Kevin Zenin on TSN. Glad you guys buried the hatchet. Yeah, he did have a little Brennan look to him. Come Piggy Smalls. Look so handsome and young when shaved. Did you shave your bussy too? Love you, Bob. And Lady K, the queen of the Dabbleverse. Oh. Bob, imagine the stream you and John could have. This is BS tied down on this played out BS. All right.
Okay, guys. I'll see you later.
Can you imagine? Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't Zen. Oh, that's too bad. All right, let's keep going.
Jayhawks 508. Thanks for $2. Vince, do something funny like take your cap off. Noga. Every time you say boom, you should hold.
Ever since his neighbors complain, he doesn't seem to yell that with the same gusto he used to, eh?
No, he doesn't.
We have to figure out the other. There are a lot other things Devin was telling me about.
Oh, I know. Sometimes there's like a little.
That's the one thing I was upset about, Vince, is that he told him that it was his his computer, not StreamYard. I like John thinking StreamYard just installed balloons into the mix.
Like a thought bubble, and sometimes there's like a thumbs up.
Well, people in the chat, can you super chat what happens on Apple iPads?
You know what it is?
Apple,
is that Vince loves to be a troll, but he hates being wrong.
Yes.
So he went on there and he goes, "Oh, well, you're using StreamYard as a childish software. That's why all these things are happening." And then Devin, if that person exists, goes, "Actually, no, it has nothing to do with that. John bought a new MacBook, and MacBooks are ridiculous. They make these things." And so he had to tell John that because he looked the fool in that scenario.
You're right. It's a cunt move. I didn't even look at it that way. Yep. You're right.
Laptops, the things that you can do.
Hey!
I don't think you have to say anything, John. It's probably just.
Yeah, he's such a retard. He keeps yelling "party" every time he puts his fingers up.
How proud he is.
I don't get balloons. It, man. I really don't get it.
I loved when you guys showed when he drinks, his other hand comes up. He's got this weird thing, And so his other hand was up, and it was like giving he didn't give the thumbs up because his other hand couldn't help it.
Today, when he was drinking his Ensure to start off his morning breakfast, it was so distracting. There was so much going on. First, he went back really fast. Then his throat's doing like the worm, and then his hand just pops up with that finger, and I'm like, I don't even know what to watch. There's four different movies playing.
Is breakdancing in 1985. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, it's like seeing like 3 different basketball games on the screen at the same time. You go, what am I watching?
It just, because I didn't know why it suddenly started happening, Vince, but, Devin has to be right. Kids know more about this shit than we do, Vince.
No shit, yeah.
Hot take Melendez.
Wow. I thought it was because of StreamYard, and Carl, fuck it. He was saying that I said that it was because of StreamYard, and he was right, actually. It wasn't because of StreamYard.
You're right. Yeah. Man, Carl is batting 1,000 on this show
I should be victory lapping all over the place today. I had no idea.
How the fuck did he stay on for this long saying you were right so many times?
It's weird.
Kevin would not have put up with this after the first one. He would have been gone.
Computer.
Well, that's
what else Carl's been saying lately is that Vince is muttering J. And since we're talking about what a hot streak Carl is on,
yeah, hey,
I think I might be onto something, Joe. What do you think?
Oh, hold on.
There you go.
Dweeb, so he would know that. Val, thanks for the $5. This morning I pledged myself to John and I learned it from John. Thank you. Tom Bowen.
Would you care if guys masturbate to your oldest daughter?
I don't give a shit who guys masturbate to. What the fuck do I? What the fuck do I give a shit who people masturbate to?
It's a meaningless thing. You can't stop them. So what the hell's the point?
Well, it's like now Blind Mike, that idiot, is now also angry that I jerked off to Keanu. I'm like, who gives a shit who I jerk off to? I mean, that's
everything. Wow, that was just this morning. He was talking about that.
No, this guy is up morning, noon, and night. That thing when he got the letter from the landlord saying they've gotten complaints about yelling and slamming doors. The slamming doors is all off air, watching other shit and losing his drunken mind while he's at fucking motherfuckers, and he's slamming the doors. Oh my god! Wow.
And anyway, who you jerk off to?
Yeah,
I'll jerk off to Lori tonight. Tim Bollinger.
Oh yeah, I didn't even realize he said your oldest daughter.
Good point. That's funny. There's only one daughter. Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Sure you can't see but can afford glasses?
Do you wear glasses?
No. What? So, Pat's out in Mike. 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 Thank you. Very talented.
Were you an all-county Trump?
I love the exhale, like, well, just pulled off another great move.
But
yeah, all district. J-Horse 58. Vince, whatever I do well. Thanks for fire. Vince hat scam. Vince hat scam. Vince hat scam. Vince must pay his dues and show up his chrome dome with a little puff of social hair.
Go ahead. You want to see my hair? Look on my account. Actually, John, when we were fighting, I did a video for you.
Did you?
Yeah, it's in my shorts. Look at the video shorts.
Oh, there is no middle school diploma. So Shuli has 0 diplomas.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Did you guys know they didn't give diplomas in middle school? I didn't know that.
That is true.
What was your dog's name? Gunter?
Gunter, yeah.
Wow.
Gunter has more degrees than Shuli?
Good one, Vince. Boom.
I bombed. It didn't work. Oh, I love it.
3 times you spanked it to Blinky's wife. Never. I don't even know what she looks like.
Who's Blinky?
Ojeda.
Oh my god. And I love that he goes, never. I don't even know what she looks like. So that's the one guy you haven't asked for a picture of his wife? Interesting. I wonder why. Every other dude he meets, Stevie Lou the other day, he asked him to send him a picture of his wife. That's a weird thing.
He asked Richard Ojeda, I think he knows what she looks like because he goes, your wife's hot. If I said that I wanted to hit that, you'd be okay with that, right? And Richard's like, no, John, hypothetically, if someone said that to me, I would smash them in the face. Like, Original John is so sweet about it. He's just like, hypothetically, I'm going to pretend you didn't just say that to me. If someone would have said it to me, I would smash them in the face.
If I was overseas, I'd start their face. You understand what I'm saying?
The Army Major, Richard Ojeda.
Why are they calling Blinky?
Because he blinks a lot. I never noticed.
I blink a lot too for some reason. I don't know why.
I never noticed, but
a lot of psychopaths.
All these fucking.
Well, listen, our Army Major is in combat. I don't know what Vince's excuse is. It's been around high pitch too long.
I think people fucking noticed. Penis Wrinkle, thanks for $2. You don't talk about Carl's money because he makes more than you. Probably yes, but he does have to pay a lot of people, so that's the difference. I don't pay anybody. I did send Vince half of one show because I promised him I would, and
it's killing him. He keeps bringing it up. He can't stand that he had to pay Vince and Stevie Lou.
The 50 that Kevin owes him. You put that on top of it, he can't handle it.
Well, guess who got his extra 50? Stevie Lou, the same Stevie Lou that he paid $80 to come on his show last night.
Hey, guys, is anyone else embarrassed that we're talking about paying somebody $80 or $120 or what the fuck is going on right now? It's insane.
I'm a man of my word, KB. Unlike you. Eat it. J Horse 508, thanks for the $5. Vince, were you bald when you got married? You are the Baba Booey of the Devilverse. Congrats on being a hack packer.
Also, can I point something else out too? I just thought of. So John likes to make fun of me because we both bought houses in Florida, but my house right now is currently being rented out by someone who's a long-term renter, and I'm making money every day on the property that I own in Florida. John has a house that he doesn't use. He hasn't been there in months. I don't know when he's going back there again. He makes fun of me for renting out my house when I'm not there. John, you're a fucking moron. Why? The reason why he's not renting out his house is because it's not furnished. Someone couldn't possibly live there if they wanted to. I have beds in every bedroom. We have TVs on all the walls. We have a heated swimming pool. You have none of those things. That's why I'm able to do that. And John goes, well, Carl must be poor because he's renting out his house. No, it's called being smart about owning property. What the fuck is wrong with you?
But do you
It's under his mother's name, so she may not want people.
Right, yeah. Right. Maybe his mom didn't want him renting it out.
Or maybe he's waiting for his mom to handle all that, you know? But let me ask you this, Carl. Are you like, do you have light bulbs? Are you like that?
Yeah, we put lights into the ceiling and ceiling fans and shit. It's crazy. But honestly, when John was calling me out all these months about oh, Carl bought a house, but he's renting it out to people in Florida, I thought for sure he'd be living in his house in Florida this whole time. He never is there. He's always in Canoga Park. So what the fuck's the point of owning his house you're paying a mortgage on? It's just sitting there for no reason.
Yeah, and it's like, just be happy you got anything, man. I can't tell you what a relief it is to be out of a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment in Queens and to have a home and everybody's got a room.
That was a humble brag right there. 2-bedroom, 2-bath. All right. Hey, Mr. Big Shot working on the Howard Stern show. I get it.
Hey, I wasn't bankrupt the whole time. You know what I mean? Hello. But yeah, man, just be happy with whatever you got. You don't fucking brag about everything. But when you have nothing, that's what you got to do. You got to brag about everything.
It's just so weird to me that he bought this house in Florida, calls me out, and he's never at his house in Florida. What was the point? Why do you have it? You're paying a mortgage. You didn't buy it with cash.
He fixed the door.
Dan fixed the door before hip surgery. Why is it Dan's always going into hip surgery after a hangout with John? Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
What's your show going to be about?
What's up, buddy?
This person's so on tilt, they're now addressing Bob as John.
John, you're taking the check, but you're excommunicated from everyone you'd be having on your show. Get the fuck out of this dead end and do your own show, Mickey. By the way,
honey, can you stop typing from the other room?
It's pronounced Bob.
Yeah, well, thank you to the 1,500 plus who are watching this dead end and the wheels fall off of this. We really appreciate it. Let's get back to the show.
I'm off, John. I'm going away, so I'll be back on Friday.
Where you going?
Nemacolin. It's a place in Pennsylvania.
Is that close to a semicolon?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Why are you going there?
It's awesome, dude. It's really crazy.
In the winter?
In the middle of winter. Like, you would not believe. There's a company called like Lumber 84 or 86, one of them. They're billionaires. They developed this resort, and it was fucking awesome. And then now they had The Bachelorette there, or The Bachelor. They filmed it there like a few years ago, so now everyone knows about it. But it's pretty good. It's really fucking crazy.
Joseph Silva, thanks for the bucks. Albert Einstein was a high school dropout. Yeah, but Shuli's no Albert Einstein. I'm sorry.
Well, they're both Jewish.
That's not the point. But,
yeah, no, it's fine. He's on a roll. This is the second time he's used that. Let's go.
Who gives a shit? Turbo
comparison.
Thanks for the $2. Rocco out Stuttering John UNAC.
Yep.
Not really. I mean, you could say that, but if you're gonna look, Vince. Even when I did the interviews for Stern, we never made fun of kids ever.
Well, hold on. Wait. That's not true. Didn't Kathy Lee's kids get fucking fucked with on that show?
Yeah.
Kathy, what was the song? Kathy Lee has spawned the devil's daughter. Remember the guy from Hermit's used to come in there. What was the guy's name? He used to do songs with him. I remember this. Them singing about Kathy Lee's kids. I don't know if he personally went out, but fuck, man.
Well, Rosie O'Donnell also adopted all those kids, and they would goof on her for.
How about Spielberg? Remember Spielberg's kids? They used to do that in the news with Artie and Gilbert.
Yeah.
The Pope. You want the Tootsie Roll? You remember the Tootsie Roll with the kids?
The fact of the matter is that John always figures out a way why, when he acts the same way, the same thing people do that he complains about, he's right and they're wrong. It's crazy how he's able to wrap his head around this.
Oh, yeah. How about Baba Booey's kids? Yeah. Yeah, John.
So, I mean, and that I once didn't interview Frank Gifford and Kathy Lee because their kids were with them, and I didn't want to embarrass them in front of the kids.
Well, your kids weren't with you, but I'll say this, that it sucks because I didn't like what Rocco did there. I told him that. I didn't think it was funny. But also, we can't go so hard on Rocco because Rocco hates Shuli. I mean, he doesn't like his comedy. He hated him on Howard Stern show. He doesn't think Shuli's funny, and he has no problem saying that. They keep asking him to do that dabble point. He keeps coming up with excuses not to do it. Oh, and then Rocco told me that the dues payer called him after to try and like smooth it out. And he's like, look, I just don't think you're funny. It's nothing personal, but.
Okay, first of all, I never called him after this. I sent him a funny text. I said, you broke my heart, Fredo. And he said, it's my OCD or something like that. That's the last time I talked to him. I'm not upset with him. He's entitled to his opinion.
Also, hasn't Tukey done Point Devil Point? I think he has, right?
He has, but he has had a lot of things come up lately when I've asked him to do the show. Which is, look, if you don't want to do the show,
he works a regular job and he's in Colorado, so the show for him starts at like 2 p.m. and he's at work.
I get it. Listen, either way, whether he doesn't want to come on because he doesn't like me or he's just busy, I'm fine with him either way. I got no beef with Tukey. I think he's a super talented dude. I thought that the minute I met him in Rochester. I've told him that. We've exchanged pleasant texts. I'm not upset with, but this is Vince. This is what Vince does. Is now he's painting this picture that I called him upset, and he's like, "Hey man, just deal with it. This is how I feel." Like none of that happened. He's amazing.
But it's what it is.
It's what it is.
Noga loves anal.
Yeah, he can't get his finger to fucking make a heart because it's all deformed and broken.
Like this, somehow. Do you see that on your screen?
What?
Do you see that on your screen?
Yes.
I can't hear you. There's hearts popping out. What'd you say? Idiot.
That's cool.
This is too fucked up, man.
Oh, he's not your friend, Shuli. I didn't say he was my friend. I'm not. There's not many friends in this Dabbleverse, Bubba. It's all good. We can work. We don't have to be pals.
Dabbleverse is not friendly.
Not, don't you know?
I know people fall in and out of love every 2 days on here, but it's not like that in real life.
Gives a fuck.
Every show will be a new surprise. Tim Bulger, you have messed up reading my last 2 super chats, buffoon. Well, maybe if you spelled something accurately. That's my daughter, who apparently deserted me as well.
New number. Who dis?
Oh, okay.
What do you mean on the cell phone?
Yeah. So my son and daughter just texted me, and it's but according to KB and all the Dabbleverse,
it's
my kids
show it. Can we see the text, like just a text with a name?
Go ahead. Let's hear what they're saying.
Hate me and don't talk to me. It's all just, I guess, another projection. I don't know. Terry Nee, thanks to us. Lose the hat, Vince. Vince? I guess you're not going to lose the hat.
Much like Rocco, Vince did not find this funny.
Right.
Look at Vince, all quiet. I've never seen Vince quiet. All right, so it's point double point. Is it 8 days ago or 1 day ago?
8 days ago.
Probably 1 day ago, right? It's on the Dues Payers Network.
Okay, who's going to take it down as soon as we get?
He won't. They won't. I don't think they could. It would be stupid if they do. Let them do it. But at the 16-minute mark, 17-minute mark, 16-minute.
Yeah, like he's not sure. 2 Johns leading up to this. There's pre-AC John, and then there's post-AC John.
16-minute mark, John.
I think we have a little clip here to give you guys a bit of an example of what we're talking about.
Pre-AC John, and you know what they're talking about? Vince?
Fall asleep. No.
What?
Pre-AC John and post-AC John?
Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about.
I don't know. I think they were trying to say that you didn't have COVID, you were just hungover or tired.
I don't know. Who gives a fuck? He's such a...
Well, you're the one who pulled the fucking clip up. I mean, hopefully you give a fuck. Yeah.
Could you imagine WTP as I play a clip? I'm like, do you know what they're talking about? Because I don't. What the fuck's going on here?
Why am I even doing this?
What
fuck
a show.
this.
What
yeah.
a show.
Yeah. Fuck
you guys
him.
like this? Should I like this? I'm not sure. I don't know.
I don't know. What's he saying? I don't care. Who gives a shit? Shut it off.
What an idiot.
He's so desperate. Isn't it sad, Vince?
It's getting there.
Yeah. J Horse, and I'm downloading the video, so if he takes it down, I think I might have.
Oh, stop it!
Thanks for the fire. Vince
We're not
loves
taking
69
videos down, John.
lumber.
You do that. We don't take videos down. Fuck.
We gotta start making point double point 4.5 hours now, so his computer gets filled up. All his memory gets filled.
A pants searching queer mo loves wood and anything wood related. He probably came in his pants while playing with Johns.
Fuck, I'm not even gonna say this, but in that show, Carl said that I should have cut your pants into like Daisy Dukes. What would you have done if I did that? Like, if I actually did?
I would.
What?
I don't care how big you are. I would have beat the fuck out of you.
No, but
What?
If I came back, if I came back in my jeans with Daisy Dukes, I would have fucking killed you.
So it would have been a good prank then, you're saying. All right, I was right.
But listen to what he says here. This is great.
and then I left. Would you have worn the Daisy Dukes down?
I would have cut him into shorts. Yeah.
They already are shorts, you idiot.
They're short shorts.
Oh my God. What's he trying to look like? A prostitute in Atlantic City? Fucking, how much shorter you need him?
I would have made him into a thong.
What a fucking idiot.
I would have made him into shorts.
Should have done that then.
Hey, that's an expensive pair of pants. Fucking Levi's are like $80 now.
Whoa. Mr. High Roller over here. He's unbelievable.
For $80, I can get Levi's or have Stevie Lou at my show. I don't know. It's a lot of money.
For one pair of jeans, you can support Stevie Lou.
The price of one pair. You buy a pair of jeans every morning on your way to work for that same amount of money.
Oh my God.
Thanks for the $5. Vince Aloy has Charlie Brown hair, and John, you look and smell like Big Ben.
That's true.
Vince, no, it's not true. Everybody
No,
says that.
actually, you don't smell at all. Like people were saying that. John's bullshit, man.
backpedal.
You're a clean guy. You took 2 showers when I was there.
I know.
Took 2
Well,
showers.
What is that about, by the way? What happened in that underwear that he had a second shower scheduled out of nowhere?
That's funny.
Was it really hot and you just need to cool down that day?
Hours in one day.
Yeah, that's a record for you.
Well, ask my mother. She knows I was always very clean that way. I'm just a slob like throwing shit around on the floor.
Ask my mother.
Wait, and then he goes, I was very clean that way. I'm just a slob throwing stuff on the floor.
That way, I'm just a slob like throwing shit around on the floor, as you can see by my pants being next to the second sink, as you knew, and you said it, although you pretended that you didn't know. You're such a fucking liar.
John, it's not a big deal.
J Horse 508, thanks for Tux. Do you think Randy blew Perry? I just hate because when I watch your show, I hope it's going to be accurate, and then when it's inaccurate, I get angry.
Perry.
Okay, goes, watch a show that's accurate and not inaccurate. I mean, inaccurate.
You're supposed to be a lawyer.
If it's inaccurate in a malicious way, then you can get mad. But if not, then I think it's all for fun.
All right, so is this it? At 15, you said?
16. Yeah, put it near 16.
Jesus Christ. Hey, that Shuli and I should have been in Atlantic City because this is an important event for the Dabbleverse. No. Where I should be is at Subreddit Surfing on March 9th. That's an actual event. There's a show we're doing. I should be in Largo, Florida, March 20th.
He's so fucking annoying, Vince.
Dude, do you isn't it crazy how egocentric some people are? Like, they came from this weird thing where no one was listening but this little group, and he thinks that show would have been better than what happened in Atlantic City.
There's not a chance.
Atlantic City was so fucking fun, and it didn't need it. The weird thing was it needed no show whatsoever.
Well, good, because there wasn't one.
Yeah. Can I point out, so Vince was in his element, because Vince is not an entertainer. He doesn't do anything. He just throws money around. So if he has a stack of hundreds in his hand, he could walk around and be the big shot and act like, hey, look at me, I own this place. That's what Vince does. So Vince is like, this is the greatest thing you could do. Whereas myself and Shuli, we do shows on a stage with an audience. People buy tickets for it. They come to see the show. And then we put it out as a live cast and we put it into multiple episodes. That's what I'm talking about, Vince. I'd rather put on a show at a theater. That's a better use of my time than hanging out with you guys in Atlantic City. That's my
and also another thing, attention can't be put on Vince at a show. Because you now have to sit there and watch the show. So there's too much going on. So Vince can now have attention on him in this field. That's.
Could you imagine Vince doing the show that he does live in front of an audience? Imagine 300 people in a theater watching what Vince does. He's like, hee, let's watch this. Let's take a call. 318.
718. You're on the air.
You're on the air.
Hello.
He knows this would be a disaster. That's why he needs it to be this debacle in AC. That's the only thing he can do.
Do you want the snow shovel or a dishwasher? Which would you like? Because you won both.
I know you guys went to the comedy show, but the best part was how it organically organized the way it did around the B bar and just throughout the whole week and the weekend. It was awesome. It was just so fucking cool.
No, I know. And look at all the drama. I fucking, got into a fight with fucking Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah.
And then I almost beat the shit out of Rocco. Okay. And then you have, Bob and I having an altercation. And then you have Brennan and Bob having an altercation. I mean, it was like it was fireworks the whole fucking day. Baby.
Yeah, and like... and that wasn't even the best part. I mean,
there's a thought.
What the hell was that?
That's the thought bubble.
It's not a thought bubble.
The thought bubble. Holy shit! What a fucking idiot!
It's a lack of thought bubble.
Oh my god, thought bubble.
It's like a thought bubble that. Yeah.
I love that he keeps. Oh shit! I love that he
So
keeps his head out of. He keeps messing his head up, like he doesn't know how to get his head out of the frame. Hold on, where was I? There we go. I'm coming up to it. We did Soul Patch.
So can someone convince John that if he does this, it does a thing on his screen?
Oh, that's great. I love that. I love that.
Oh, yeah, Carl thinks that.
Look, they're such sad sacks now. They wanted to be there so bad. Listen to how they're so sad.
22nd, WTPLive.com. I should be in Las Vegas, Hackamania.com. We actually put on real events with real shows. It's not just a bunch of 60-year-olds pretending to fight each other in a casino.
Right. It's a bunch of trolls bouncing off of each other in an enclosed space.
But he's so happy with himself, Vince.
Look at him enjoying life.
Could you imagine?
That might be the best one yet. He's so happy with himself. My Lost Interest. Carl makes a great show, even greater. My Lost Interest. Go follow and subscribe to him.
I love that.
Yeah, MLI. Sweeping the nation with his clips. Killing it.
And I don't know what Shuli's looking at. I mean,
he's not paying. Shuli doesn't pay attention most of the time.
No, and he's got to wear a hat like you to cover that bald head.
Pathetic, but Ron, thank you on behalf of my brother and sister-in-law for the ride.
It's coming up. Keep it going.
I saved him $8 or $9 for the Uber.
Well,
do better next time.
Yeah, but Red brings up another thing I wanted to ask specifically you about, Carl.
Yeah.
Is your family spent quite a lot of personal time with John in Atlantic City, and I'm just curious about that. Like, do you talk to them about that? Is that frustrating? Are you telling them not to get involved and they're still getting involved, or what's going on there?
Yeah, I talked to my brother about it afterwards. He gave me a pretty good rundown. In fact, he's the one who took some video footage that no one has seen yet of some of the events. And my brother did a great job of talking to John about the shit that John has said about our father and about our family. And he talked to Vince about some of the shit. Oh, and Vince is such a weasel. This guy.
First of all, Vince, and yes, don't worry. I know you want to hear what he has to say about you, and so do I. But, like, I never said anything bad about his father, ever.
John, but just focus on what he just said. He's trying to make the event as if somehow Grant was being negative to you or me at all. Yeah. It was the exact look, and I don't want to disclose everything we heard from them, right? So it was the exact opposite of any of that stuff.
I know you want to protect people, I know.
Well, he's got a show coming up Friday, so I'm sure he's saving it for that.
Right. Yeah, I would never disclose private conversations I have with people.
You know me, John. I always take the high road. You know,
guys. I got to tell you, I'm watching this clip. I miss that haircut I used to have. God damn.
Yeah.
That was good back then.
Yeah, you sure did.
It was all in good fun. They came down in good fun. I mean, Christina, I don't know if she could stand Shuli or not, but because she sent them a super chat during that show indicating, like, Dewsbury, don't tell me where I can and cannot go. But it was a great time with them.
Okay. And we blocked her. We banned her from the Shuli Network. So, no, you tell her, not welcome here anymore.
A great time. There was no talking to. Do you hear what Carl just said? That never happened.
No. Wait, there was no talking to what?
There was no talking to in a negative manner between you and
he's already he's lost.
He answered him, and then he was like, there was what?
Exactly.
And Grant.
Not at all.
Did you just hear?
Yeah, and I defended Grant when Kevin Brennan didn't want to talk to him. I was like, he's cool, don't worry, Kev. Yeah,
thank goodness for you, John.
Yeah, it's like he's trying to bring an undercover cop into a fucking gang.
Did you guys hear about how Kevin reacted to seeing my brother at
No.
LC?
No.
He was yelling at him as if Grant was me.
Oh my God.
He's like, how come Carl doesn't have people on his show who want to confront him, huh? He's like yelling at my brother. My brother's just sitting there like, I'm not Carl. I don't know what you're talking about.
Did he start showing him his bank statements?
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, how much money did you make podcasting last year? Look at what I did. My brother did a great job.
Did he walk up to your brother and go, you looking for me, bitch? You looking for me, Grant?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Of talking to John about the shit that John has said about our father and about our family. And he talked to Vince about some of the shit. Oh, and Vince is such a weasel. This guy backtracks. So my brother goes, hey, Vince, you called my daughter-in-law this word and that word. And, oh, no, John said it. And it was just a callback. And I wouldn't say anything like that. Like, Vince doesn't stand behind anything he says. You see that when he goes on John's show. You see it on his show. It's a waste. That guy's a waste of time. I can't describe it any other way. He's just a waste of time.
He laugh at his jokes. Like, he thinks he's...
Fuck you, John! Fuck you! I've been watching you laugh at your jokes for the last fucking week. Fuck you! Ray DeVito! Raver, fetch the biscuit, Raver. You laugh at your fucking jokes. That pisses me off more than anything. I swear to God, I've done solo shows, not a lot of them, but a couple. You don't see me fucking sit here and giggle at myself. John sits by himself in his shitty apartment and giggles at himself. He's cracking up laughing at what he just said. Fuck you, John. How dare you talk about someone laughing at his own jokes?
That was like when he was given, he was shitting on Chrissy for saying she prepared material when she did a segment with Anthony.
Yeah.
And then he's like, you don't do that when you go on a show. And then somebody super chatted him. They were like, you told the same joke about janitorial and senatorial on a bunch of shows that you went on when you were running for Congress. What about that? He's like, well, that's different because that's me. And he laughed.
Right.
But you know that's what he meant. Like, and then he starts going in this whole bullshit thing of like, I came up with it on the spot in a show, so I just kept using it after that. So I didn't write it or prepare it, but I did use it. It's like, shut the fuck up.
But this guy laughs at his own jokes more than Jackie ever did, and that's saying something. That's incredible.
More than Jackie and Artie combined.
Yes.
What do you think of that?
That's crazy.
What do you mean jokes? There's no jokes there. But again, he wanted to have in his mind Grant was out there defending his honor and his show. That was the exact opposite of what was going on. No one even gave a shit. You guys weren't there. You weren't there. We were having a great time. I mean, a great time with Grant and his wife. I mean, they're dancing, we're partying.
I mean, have you at any point said on the record that people there did not have a good time? I've not said that people didn't have a good time.
No.
I don't. I assume the people that went had a great time. And good for them. I'm happy for them. But these guys are so worried and they're crying so much. They want everybody to know how great it was. It's fine. I'm glad it was great.
Dude, it's literally, and I hate to say this because this is even hack at this point, but they went to the senior party. They're sophomores. They got to go to the senior party.
Yeah.
And then they're like telling all their friends, just like, you guys missed it. Everyone was having so much fun. And so-and-so was drunk. And so-and-so said this. You're just like, oh, I want to hang out with the seniors. Damn it.
Yeah. They were treated like gods for a couple days and they can't get over it.
Fucking losers.
Fucking spaz.
I mean, it was just a great, for hours. There was no discussion about, so he had mentioned something, and I didn't know this, but Grant, the wedding picture that you were referring to, where he said the elephant in the room, I didn't realize that Grant has a kid, and the kid was getting married. I just thought they were younger. Like, I just assumed that it was just someone that they were related to.
No, it's Grant's kid getting married. Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought he was just like younger. I didn't know that he had a kid that's 29 years old. Which to me, he looks young. Grant does.
And I think one of the kids in that picture is Grant's kid from a former marriage.
Yeah, and that was the thing. Like, I didn't
stuff. Like, why would you know this?
This is insane. What a dumb conversation this is.
Know any of this. So when Carl makes this reference to a daughter-in-law, I didn't know who the hell he was talking about. But like, I'm not going to disclose what was said about between all four of us, but we had a great time. There was no animosity.
You went on your show the next day and disclosed. You pretended you made up all these conversations that you were having about my brother said this about me and this, and he's like, I don't disclose conversations I have with people.
Well, right.
You don't. You make it up, but
he's breaking down your entire family tree. And he goes, but I'm not going to talk about anything else. You know.
No.
I'll say it. Christina thinks Carl's a brat.
Well, yeah, all right. Like you said that before. I didn't hear her say that, but like,
yeah, nobody likes Carl.
But it wasn't about Carl when we were there. No one's sitting there back.
Tukey likes him, and fuck you.
Bashing Carl.
It's funny. It's funny that he says that nobody likes Carl.
Right.
He's talking about my sister-in-law,
Sure.
Christina, and my brother Grant, and my parents all traveled to Nashville. You saw them there.
Met
you
them,
drove
lovely.
from Alabama. They traveled to Detroit. They traveled to Philadelphia. They've been coming to all of these live shows. They're at DabbleCon. Nobody likes Carl. I don't even want my parents at my shows, to be honest with you. It's not. I'm not asking them to come to my live shows. I use the C word a lot. But the point is that they like to make this point. Oh, people don't even like Carl. He's the black sheep. It couldn't be further from the truth, John.
They hate him so much they follow him like fish heads across the country.
Steve said no one likes Carl's haircut. There's a difference there.
Right.
That's a difference.
That makes sense.
That everybody's in the right about.
I didn't talk about Carl once there.
I'll say it. Grant said Carl's a pain in the ass. So I'll say it. He did. He said, I don't really try and get involved with my brother. He's a pain in the ass. So now, Carl, I don't care. J Horse, 508, thanks for the $5. If John won the lottery, he'd be a good friend and buy his little brother Vince hair plugs.
Don't want him, don't need him.
Hey, John.
Why do they podcast? WDTP.
This is like the worst.
It's like when Howard would bring up Gary's "I Want You Back" tape that he did to his ex-girlfriend, and he'd start talking about it, and Gary would go, I think we're at a nickel a play now, because they used it so many times.
I love playing that, Vince, because he's such
there's the guy who doesn't laugh at his own jokes.
Fucking irritating fucking buffoon. He's the real buffoon.
Wow.
Let's see.
You're moving up in the ranks.
J Horse, 508, thanks for $5. Haha, Vince has to wear a hat like the Deuce Bear to cover that bald head. Pan-searching lame-o. Vince is a gay man. He loves pleasing hog. That's true, Vince. You like pleasing hog?
Hey, I'm not gay.
You got a hot wife, so I haven't seen her in person yet, but at least the 2 pictures he sent me. Stevie Lou, I asked you to send 1 picture of your fucking wife.
Jesus.
He didn't. I want to see who he married.
Well, because it's hard for me to comment.
Wow.
I'd like to see who the girl is. There's a lot to learn by a picture.
Plus,
wow.
Yeah, learn to come on it, you fucking creep.
What a fucking creep.
She's gonna be single soon.
Every picture tells a story. So here we go. All right, look at this fucking. I mean, do they not have dentists in Rochester, Vince?
I'm not commenting on people's looks that they can't control.
But even Grant had a huge gap between his teeth. He was like the fucking.
No, you don't.
Your new best friend? You say that about? Motherfucker, dude.
The Rochester Strahan.
He did? Well, I wouldn't make fun of him that much. Christina said he's got like a 12-inch hog.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like swinging.
Somebody gave him the life.
Wow, that was the saddest he sounded this whole episode. He's talking about divorce, his mother, all this stuff. And he's got a 12-inch hog. Really?
I will say I used my brother's ID. He's older than I am, so I used my brother's ID to get into bars and clubs when I was younger. And the one place I went to where they busted me on it, they looked at my teeth. They went, "There's no gap between your front teeth." I went, "Fuck, all right, you got me."
I thought they checked your cock and they were like, "This isn't great. Get out of here."
Says right here on the license, 12 inches. Damn it.
He did? Well, I wouldn't make fun of him that much. Christina said he's got like a 12-inch hog.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like swinging.
Well, if Carl had sex, maybe his wife would know how big his hog is.
Whoa.
Wow. I think Ray would destroy him in a roast. That's my personal thought.
No shit.
I mean, just annihilate him.
Why don't think he has sex
Delivery
with
guy would be able to beat him that came
you really could pull somebody off the street and they would probably beat him at this point.
his wife?
I don't think so. I think he's I don't know. I think he's asexual. I mean, I know he's an a-hole, so I'm just going asexual as well.
To the guy. Nothing you say matters. He went on the show the next day and just lied about every conversation they had. So it's like, what's the point of any of
and
this?
he likes the favorite move of his is he goes, "Well, I don't remember that." He goes, "If I did say that, I don't remember that." And it's like, okay. Well, I guess you didn't say.
Not that I want to defend Vince the lawyer. He is a piece of shit. We can all agree. But when he's doing it to John, it's very obviously manipulation. Like John, he's fooling John. When he does it to people with normal intelligence, it's insulting.
I mean, how great is it when John's watching somebody talking about him and you're just like, oh, I can't wait to hear what he's going to have to say about this.
Right. Well, what's great about this is that Vince goes queued up to the 16-minute mark. It's all about just Vince. This is turned into the Vince show.
Of course.
Right now. This is nothing to do with Stuttering John at all. It's great.
Oh, God. I mean, isn't it funny, Vince? They all think they're smarter than me. They're out of their fucking minds.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care about like how quote unquote smart people are one way or another. If you're funny, you're funny.
Yeah, but the cowardly potato, is somehow like you that I somehow am being manipulated by you. And I don't, you know what? I don't care if you are.
Then you're doing a great job because all I see is you getting free.
I don't care if you are. That's Johnny.
This guy says you're manipulating me, and of course you are, but still. What an idiot.
I think you called me an idiot, but I'm not sure.
Flights, free food, free rooms, then you're doing a great job. I'm doing a great job of manipulating you.
Yeah. Hey, Potato. Vince paid for everything when I was there. So what the fuck did I lose?
Yeah, it's what he just said, John.
And we did shows together and we had a blast. So where the fuck am I losing, Potato? You dumb fuck.
Isn't it?
But he also pays for High Pitch Eric to sit behind home plate at the Yankees games. And you are a High Pitch Eric, John.
Vinny, I want more crab legs.
Reenactment that they believed occurred so much different than what actually happened there.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, unless you went there, you'll never know, and it probably will never be like that ever again. But it was a fucking great time, and I've been to there.
It's like Haight Ashbury in the '60s. You weren't there, man.
Yeah.
You'll never experience anything
That was
like
Vince's Woodstock. That was his greatest time ever.
It'll never
Everybody's
happen
free
again.
from now on, man.
Yeah. It'll never happen. Of course not. Borgata Security will never let anybody back into that hotel. You crazy?
Shows. I've been to the Newspayer shows. I've never been to Carl's show, to be fair to him, but it was nothing like that at all in terms of the vibe.
No.
There were tickets sold. There were seats. There was a show. There was a lot of different things.
It was like everyone had their little camps. Like there was
a
Patty group, and then there was a Stuttering John group, and then there was like idiots like fucking DeVito who was going in between each group because he wanted to be liked by everybody. Oh, what did you think about the big? Hold on, let me just read this. J Horse 508, thanks for Fiverr. I have sources that have proof that Carl Hamburger sat by himself at lunch during his grade school days. I bet he did.
That doesn't that's kind of stuff doesn't make me happy. I would be sad if that was the situation.
I wouldn't. Fuck him. He's a dickhead. Tim Bollinger, thanks for the $2. Open your mouth really wide and hold one fist up.
That guy's taking Tim's running with your idea.
Yep. I love it.
Oh, we got to do it. Hold your hand, palms down, flat, up into the air.
Cocking.
Put one finger under your nose.
If your hand is bigger than your face, it means you're
$1.99 for that. It's worth it.
Yeah. Hold on.
No.
Oh boy.
Think I give a fuck? Yeah,
I'm sorry, Shuli. Can you back that up so I can get a screenshot?
Yeah, no
of that?
problem, buddy. You got it. Yeah.
Think I give a fuck?
Oh shit.
Thanks for the $2. Open your mouth really wide and hold one fist up. There you go. So now they're going to put a cock in my. Hold on.
There it is.
There you go, Froggy.
Thank you.
Consider this part of your bonus.
No,
Think I give a fuck?
Unfortunately, I won't be able to show anything I make with that.
I know. But just text it to us in the text thread. Send it to Carl too.
Yeah, put a cock in it. I don't give a shit. J Horse 508, thanks for.
Oh, I shall.
I just picture one of his kids' friends going, "What's your dad doing? Is he on YouTube?" He just puts it on. He goes, "I don't care. Put a fucking cock in my mouth. I don't give a shit." You go, "All right. Well, nice to see your dad's hanging out."
Fiverr, can we do a prayer that Shuli's kids get transitioning surgery and grow apart from him and ultimately disown him as a father? Okay, I think that's supposed to be addressed at me. Is there anything else?
You think so, John? Is that what you've concluded after the investigation?
A lot of that sounds familiar. I'm just going to move on.
He had to finish it to realize it's about him. He didn't even get it after the transitioning thing. Oh my God.
We need to see here. I just want to see what they were saying. There's the two kind of Johns.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
WATP Live. And who are these? Came to a head in Atlantic City, something that's been building and building and building. And really, there's been two Johns leading up to this. There's pre-AC John, and then there's...
Vince is like, you don't want to play this.
Well, and he's also annoyed because it's off of him now. Now it's back on John.
Yeah,
That's the other thing. Post-AC John. And I think we have a little clip here to give you guys a bit of an example of what we're talking about. Let's get this up there.
Let's press on John again.
Oh, I see it down
Dad, nobody can stomach the stomach. This is a message to you. I reported you, not only to YouTube, but I reported you to Twitter. Now, I never said that I was going to do anything violent to you.
I didn't.
In fact, all I ever say, because I'm smart, unlike you dumb fuck, all I ever say
Hey, Vince, I'm entertained.
is I don't, if you see me, look the other way. So you've heard me say that. Either I say that or I say, I don't know what I don't know what I'll do. If I say, when you see me in a room, look the other way, that's not threatening. That's not threatening. It means I don't want to deal with you. If I say, I don't know what I'm going to do if I see you in a room, it's not threatening. Maybe I'm going to cry. Maybe I'm going to.
Brennan's telling I am entertaining.
Maybe I'm going to cry. I love that was the first thing he thought of.
You can't even get me for an implication. You can try.
Attorney Melendez.
I love it. Maybe I'll break down and have a panic attack. Maybe I'll.
Yeah, shitware. You know why I could be Attorney Melendez? Because I have a degree.
Maybe I'll blow the fucking bellboy.
Yeah, and not according to your real estate license, you don't. And also not according to court document.
In high school.
And not according to your university that you graduated from. Or the film department.
Holy shit. And I didn't go to fucking Brockport U, fucking in Rochester.
Celebrate. The frog just texted me the first texted picture. It's in the text thread if you want to see it, Bob.
Maybe I'll add another layer of underwear to my bleeding asshole.
I mean,
who is that guy that's at the bottom there?
I think that's one of the producers. Who knows? Just another loser from Rochester.
True, you know?
Shuli's wasted again. It ain't gonna, I'm sorry for using big words. There it is. Told you.
What happened?
I made it private.
Oh, you did?
But he's such a moron. I only do it for like a second. He can go right back to it.
Yeah, and then you make it public again, and then he doesn't go. He never goes back. That's great.
That's funny.
Buddy!
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
I told you, Vince. Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you?
Well, we planned this before, John. I'll reveal it. We said, watch how naive the dudes pair is going to be. He's going to take it down while we're doing it, right? And then, of course, he fell right into our trap and did it.
Yes.
Yep.
But I downloaded it, so I don't know I can play it anytime I want now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who cares? They'll put it back up.
Yeah, get back into that gold.
Alex, that's a big goof.
Yeah. J Horse 508, thanks for the 5. I would rather have transing kids than a father that gets humiliated by a potato. Great. I don't know. You know, and the other thing that I was going to play today, Vince, is when the shitwayer doesn't want to fight Bagel Boss, and Howard's saying to him, "Surely this could help your career. This could help you on the show here." And he's still. Hold on a second. Hello.
He keeps calling you.
How are you?
Okay.
With who? All right. Can I call you? Because I'm on the air now. I'll call you in like 20 minutes. No, I don't have you on speaker. Don't worry. All right, sweetie.
Oh, it's Kevin.
Okay. So anyway,
now, if you tell, here's the thing: if you tell us that it was one of your kids, then they're gonna say, "Well, John's bragging. He has to say that it was his kid on the phone." But who was that?
I'm not going to say.
Well, was it one of your kids?
I'm not going to say.
Oh, I defended you there, so you don't have to worry.
No, it wasn't one of my kids.
Oh, a girlfriend?
I don't know, Vince.
I don't know, Vince.
J Horse 508. Thanks for the 5. Does Vince take his cap off to sing Pledge of Allegiance? To sing Pledge of Allegiance? You don't sing Pledge of Allegiance, you dumb fuck. If he doesn't, I want him out of the country. I think you mean to sing the Star Spangled Banner or America the Beautiful or to recite the Pledge of Allegiance. How's that, Lady K?
I want my son out of your class.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
He's talking down to my son every fucking day. I want him out of this guy's class.
Hey, Lady K, do you know what's the hottest planet? Oh, this is
God.
so funny, Vince. You know, obviously, you know, I'm a former member.
I was gonna say Gina's ass, but it's probably something else. Come on, man. She looked good.
I didn't think she was that hot. The hottest planet in the solar system is Venus.
For real?
Yes, and you know what the closest planet is? Mercury. Now you'll ask me why is Venus the hottest if it's
No, I will ask you, why are you telling me about fucking planets, jerk off?
Why are we
'Cause
talking about this?
Yeah. That's what I'd ask you.
But John thinks that trivial knowledge is the same as intelligence, and it's not.
Yeah,
Knowing
it's
like he loves to say that, you know, the actual color of the sky is violet. Like, well, okay, who gives a shit?
He's bragging about taking a shit facts. You know, it's like these are things you read when you're taking a shit.
farther away than Mercury, and then I will tell you it's because of the carbon dioxide and sulfuric acid in the atmosphere that keeps the heat in, and it causes the greenhouse effect, and that's why Venus is the hottest planet in our solar system. Now, I taught Stevie Lou this, and then Stevie went on Brennan's show, and he told Kevin, and Kevin's like, "There's no way! Mercury's closest to the sun. There's no way." Sorry, Kevin.
But as a Democrat, did you care that you were on an airplane that was releasing so much carbon into the air?
It made me cry, actually. I cried.
No, I'm being serious, though, John. I mean, it's a big issue in the Democrat Party.
I cried.
But you can actually buy carbon offsets, for when you fly.
Oh, really? Didn't know that.
Yeah, you can.
Where did Carl go? Where did his mother tell him to go?
Offset their international travel.
He's got to put ingredients in his hair, or else it goes flat.
That's weird. I sent him
I'll
that
do that
picture,
then.
and then all of a sudden he dropped away.
Offset there.
You sent that picture to him, you idiot?
What's the
You said to send it to Carl.
God damn it. This is like a real guest. You don't send him a picture of John sucking a dick. What's wrong with you?
It was pretty funny, though, wasn't it?
It's a black dick. Yeah, look good.
I'm making 8 more.
I whack off in tonight's man gash, says Velcro Melendez. Thank you. Turnkey, tattletale, that word can't come with your new hair, Carl. Ooh. You guys are sick. Hiring a hooker is one step from rape. I don't. Stolen from O&A. Zen looks like a barbecue sauce logo. Did Fat Scott Stapp from Creed join the dabble? Oh, it's Zen. That's funny.
How far are we behind?
We're behind. This is going to take a minute. My now wife accidentally puttering sex when we were still dating. That is when I realized she was a keeper. Exactly. It's those moments. Why is everyone picking on Carl? What's different? I say Bob has a temper. Yeah. Stuttering John would never pay off as much as Carl. Wow. WATP. Yeah, absolutely. He's a sport, man. Sing. Then Carl started to moan. He said, "Give me a rusted trombone. Give Carl the beef, boys, and grease his hole. Cover him in man juice from head to toe. Let it drip away." Whoa. Casey Armstrong's hairline. Who would have thought that Shuli would have the hottest wife, little bottom heavy, though? Oh, Bob Levy versus is trash. KB is your daddy. Hack. Hook nose Shuli. Thank you.
Whoa.
That ice cream was for mommy. Oh, the ice cream that he took in the delivery? Ronnie Dangerfield voice. Noticing Carl's hair. Oh, looks good on you, though. Yeah, there you go. I don't do it very wrong.
Free bowl of soup with that.
Yeah. You guys get some hilarious super chats. I'm willing to bet a lot of money Fred Norris has a sock account contributing to this channel.
I would not be shocked.
It would make me so happy to know that.
Because remember, the greatest thing that happened on the Howard Stern show this year, so Ralph Sorella passed away, which was sad, but Fred Norris used that as a chance to motherfuck Stuttering John.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Remember that?
Yes, 100%.
He goes, yeah, Ralph was great. He didn't write books. He didn't go out and trash everyone like some people who went out to greener pastures. And then all of a sudden they're trashing everyone. It's like, I love this guy. Go Fred.
Yeah. Eric L equals Eric the actor Lynch. Love it. How many Coors Lights do I need to send John again in order for him to drink on his show again? 24, 48, 72, 96. You name it, it will be sent. Purple Monkey
24.
Dishwasher.
24, he'll go back.
Not to dox myself, but I'm an Eric L. That ain't me, though. Love you, TSN. Love you, Carl. TWO, PWO. Eric Pick. Thank you. Phil. Thank you.
All of them work.
I learned a long time ago that time is money. To continue wasting time over $50 shows that Stuttering John's time is worth nothing, just like he is. Correct. Excellent point, Eugene. Between Mike's underwear reveal and Carl's frosted tips, maybe Stuttering John was right. It's all turning around. Just kidding. Shuli, Bob, Carl, Dabbleverse Power Trio. Thank you, Strudel. Stuttering John wants KB to fill him up. Hello. I do think that we are getting close to WATP and TSN having to start auditions for new lolcows. American Idol for retard.
Yes. Joe Reese, you're up next. Come on up on the stage, please.
Carl looks like Mark McGrath. Is this VH1? Frog Reed. John sounds like
Caliglio.
Oh, God. C. Yeah. C, as they call him in A Bronx Tale. Hey, Vince, Brennan owes me $50. It's been 2 weeks now, and every time he sees me, he keeps dodging me. Hey, think about it. Hey, think about it this way. You got him out of your life for $50. By Stuttering John's logic than him with an MBA.
Yes. That's
100%.
what's crazy about this. John always talks about, like, if you graduated from college and then what college it is, that makes you smarter than everyone else. That's why he's smarter than Anthony Cumia. It's like he has no idea. Every time he makes an argument, he changes the parameters.
100%. Keep up the great work, fellas. Go. It's from Jay Christina. Thank you, Jay. Skull Gallagher. Personally, I like Carl's hair. It reminds me of the lunch lady and those delicious rectangle pizzas.
That's a weird one, but thank you.
Those pizzas were good. Julio's Tacos. TSN is the best show since OG Howard Stern. Thank you, boys, for hanging out on a Sunday night. Don't thank us. Thank Carl. He's the one joining us. I mean, he's been busy today too, so I appreciate it, buddy.
And all you presidents out there.
Yeah, I'll send you a double Stevie Lou after the show on me. All right, don't you worry about it. Let Carl know he has Updog in his hair. Prepare yourselves. Flight stories are coming. Yeah. Shuli, I see you remember Fruity O's. Yeah, I remember them. I had to drop out of Howard Stern to make ends meet. I like it. I hear you. It's happened to a lot of people. Delco Chris. One of my friends is pretty bad Jew financially. Had to badger him into mortgage refinance from 6.5 to 2.6. He didn't want to pay the $3,000 or so closing fees to save $45,000 over the life of the loan. Bad Jew. Yeah. That's not that's
all
not
very specific.
Yeah. Well, it's about him, but he's blaming the Jews. You understand?
Right.
Hollywood liberal. I'm sitting in a crowd of an indie wrestling show in LA. I'm watching the matches and listening to TSN priorities. Let's go. Love it. This is awesome. All right. Come on. He's about to get to the Gina.
My fucking genius daughter, who she works for, but let's just say that she's involved in doing just that. She's an environmental scientist. So the shit she does is taking care of the both of us for how much we fly. Trust me. And you would be very proud of her. I'll tell you off the air. But she's phenomenal. I raised my kids well, Vince.
You don't have to tell me.
J Horse 508. Thanks for the fiver. Vinny, take your cap off in honor of Toby Keith, an American badass. R.I.P. Chad, did you tweet about Toby's teeth cancer like Carl's pops?
Toby Keith had teeth cancer? Is that what he said?
Oh, Carl's dad, Bob, and I have the same birthday. One of our sources told me.
Really?
Like, what a creep.
Wow, what a fun fact.
Like, what a creep.
I know the fact that these guys are talking about, like, well, Grant had these kids from a previous marriage and his dad has the same birthday. Like, What is happening now? What's going on? This is a weird obsession. Vince put together a video today. He sent it to us in our group chat where it was me and Shuli mentioning his name.
Yeah.
And he's like, wow, these guys are obsessed with me. Meanwhile, I'm at least 5 different thumbnails on his YouTube page. There's a photo of me on them.
Well, every show is 90% of it is dedicated to either you or me.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So,
But
yeah.
it's the same as the day before.
Exactly.
August 25th.
I had a really nice talk with Grant about Carl's dad, and it was nothing
Me
about.
too.
It was nothing about me. Like Grant knew I didn't. That my joke had nothing to do with his dad.
I mean, it's a great
Zero.
joke. Don't get me
Carl
wrong.
just.
John, why are you talking about my dad to anyone? What the
Why?
fuck is
It's
what's
crazy.
going on right now? I
Got
said
into
your
a-
podcast sucks. That's it. That's our relationship.
It's all fair game now.
Got his panties in a bunch and went and started crying. Vince, how do we do it? Wah, wah,
Wah.
wah. And fucking, and I never made fun of fucking Carl's dad. I made fun of Carl.
John, the Deuce Pair and Carl missed out. And they're trying to make some narrative that somehow there was animosity. There was none of that. We didn't even think it. Did you think once about Carl or Shuli when we were there?
No.
Not at all. I mean, that's how great it was. I didn't think
He didn't think about Carl once while he was there, except for all the conversations he had with Grant about him.
Yeah, right.
Well, not only that, the streams they did talking about us, not being there.
They
and
were
how
in
we
their
pussied-
suite. They were
Yeah.
in the suite with Dawn of the Dead looking at photos of my wife, but they didn't think about me once the whole time they were in AC. All right, sure.
Yeah, you're right. When you're right, you're right, counselor.
You got it.
once about it. No one mentioned them. No one thought about them. Nothing.
No. And who would want, and who would?
But they think, John, they think they do. And Carl even said, I shouldn't have gone there. You guys should come to my show in wherever, Tampa or something. It's going to be just as good.
No, it ain't.
Isn't that crazy, though, that they think that? That's crazy.
We
But
had
Vince
the best
also-
party ever, Vince. It's amazing. It's like you just hung out.
Oh my God, the DabbleCon was that reminded me of the Killers of Comedy tours and all that shit. The fans were so awesome. It was such a great hang all weekend.
But
It
Shuli,
was
remember
great.
when we were at DabbleCon and there were all those different factions and different areas of the room?
Oh,
that
yeah.
wanted to fight each other. Oh wait, no,
Yeah.
none of that happened.
Well, we had the greasers, the socias. We had a few pockets that were not.
These guys, I've seen the videos. They were hanging out in this one shitty bar where there's a cover band performing in the Borgata. They act like it was the greatest weekend that's ever existed. Get
Well,
over it. It's not that big a deal.
the only fight that almost happened at the Carlson was the wait staff wanted to beat the shit out of El Horrible for his feathered boa,
Yes.
leaving feathers everywhere. That's other than that, everybody was fine.
Just like you said, I mean, in Tampa, everyone's not going to be there. And guess what? I hate to blow my own horn. Hold on.
Because
I
you
like
suck
saying
at
something
it.
about
We've
how
been
bad of a
listening.
party-
Let me tell you something. If you could blow your own horn, you would have never made it to Atlantic City. Hello.
But this is funny, though, because in John's mind, so we have a live show coming up March 22nd, WATPlive.com for tickets. And it's right outside of Tampa in Largo, Florida. In John's mind, he goes, whoa, my boyfriend Kevin Brennan's not going to be there. So how much fun could it possibly be?
I like that. He goes, they think everybody's going to be there. Everybody's not going to be there.
It's
The bold statement, John.
It's good.
For your kids to chop their tits off. Well, if you
Do you think that your parenting had anything to do with the decision to transition?
No.
What do you think actually caused it then?
Okay, so listen to this.
Well, like I told you, when I bought, then Greta a pink bicycle when she was like 3 or 4, she said, "I'm not riding a pink bicycle."
Yeah, so do you think that it's a repressed homosexuality that caused that? Because that is one of the causes.
Suzanne and I always kind of thought, that she was gay, and then when she came out gay in 9th grade as a lesbian, and her girlfriend with the homecoming queen in Calabasas high school history. So but he explained it great to me. He said, "Dad, I've always felt like a boy trapped in a girl's body, and you know what? That's all. I mean, that said it all to me. But I'm a very accepting parent."
Yeah, that's the thing, because John, a lot of the studies show that generally the transition was men doing it, and then only recently has it been women transitioning. So there has to be a reason, obviously. You're not necessarily born to transition. So I was curious as to what her reason.
Sorry, Vince, can't hear you. I'm deflecting right now.
Okay, Vince. Let me ask you a question, Vince. All right. So hold on. I'm just getting this queued up so this idiot, thinks that he took it down, but I know. I told you that I was going to I downloaded it. It's so silly.
He really got out of that, and he's not stopping talking.
Anyway, Vince.
In case Vince brings it back.
Which thing?
We're talking about if there's a reason for the transition. And why I say to John, because a lot of guys that are repressed in terms of their homosexuality would then transition for that reason. But you were accepting.
We were always accepting. And
Right.
and it's just never. Vince, this is what I want to say. Did you choose to be heterosexual, or that's just who you were?
It's a good question. I mean, most likely it's biological, so I don't have a choice.
Answer the question.
I don't know. I can't say scientifically whether I chose or not.
You can't.
But biologically.
Wait, he's not, listen.
What? That's
He's not a
dumbest thing Vince has
scientist.
ever said.
He's not a scientist, Carl.
It's chosen for me. Nature needs me to want to procreate with females. So I would say I'm born that way.
It doesn't matter. I don't even. But the other thing I want to say, here's what's not going to be in Tampa, Carl. Me.
I tend to disagree. I think you'll be very prominently displayed in Tampa at some point.
And I hate to say it, Carl, and I know I'm tooting my own horn, but Vince, I'm sure you will agree. I think I took more pictures than anybody.
Wow.
in that,
Imagine coming home with
in
this
AC.
idea in your head.
you-
This was running through your mind.
What a retard.
You got to have somebody. I don't know who is got the time, but you got to give one of those clickers that counts people. And every picture you take after the show with somebody, you got to have somebody keep track, so you can come back with an actual number to John and say, "Well, John, I took 674 photos. How many did you take?" I love that.
Well, also, John, and this is going to sound douchey, and I'm sure Vince will pull this out and isolate it. So we have a VIP meet and greet in Tampa that is sold out. I had one in Detroit. It's sold out. I had one in Philly. It's sold out. The list goes on, but go ahead.
Well, I mean, in his defense, that bar was pretty full.
Right. No,
The
they're
Borgata.
even non-dabblers were there
Yeah.
to get their photo taken with Stuttering John. I know, I realize.
It was an Asian family that were all accused of being broccoli at one point.
But yeah, so they're like, oh, Vince likes to bring John around because he wouldn't get noticed. First of all, I'm so introverted. You know, when we're in public, I'm not looking for any. I want the exact opposite.
Are you making it about you?
Well, no, because they kept bringing me up in this episode. But I'm just point is that none of that happened. None of that happened, and it's not going to happen. It can't be recreated in Tampa. If you have all Carl, the 12 fans that he has there, it's not going to be that fun. The fun part was that everyone was there from each camp.
And let's face it, Carl's not fun. Like, he's not a guy. Would you want to hang out with Carl, Vince?
No. Oh, he was asking Vince. Sorry.
I mean, I don't know him, so I don't know what his
Judging
deal
by
is.
watching him.
By watching him, no, but he could be.
Judging by what you see on a YouTube show, would you hang out with this guy?
Putting that on, I don't know who he is.
John
I mean,
would have
I don't
been
have.
Carl's best friend.
Yes.
He was he offered to feed his cats that he doesn't have.
When we did MLC, so the first time John and I ever talked together was on Misery Loves Company. And after that, John was messaging me and going, people are saying we have really good chemistry. We should probably do something together. Like, he was so ready. He didn't care that I called his kids losers. He didn't care about any of this. He was so ready to just like do a show with me or hang out with me. It's so funny.
And he's getting so frustrated that Vince just won't agree with him on this.
Yeah.
I have animosity towards him.
He's a dweeb. And believe me, and guess who else is not going to be in Tampa? Kevin Brennan, who has a lot of like
Thank
Dabbleverse
God.
fans. Yeah, and that's the two biggest guys in the Dabbleverse. So at least when it comes to, real fame. So, I mean, so Carl's going to think that his event with a potato and a puppet is going to be a more fun event? He's out of his fucking mind, Vince.
So Kevin was famous before all this stuff?
Well, he was on SNL. So, at least, he was on SNL for a year and a half. So at least he had some fame.
Did you watch that growing up? Because I didn't.
Yeah, I loved SNL.
Okay.
But I don't remember. I might remember seeing Kevin, but I'm not sure. But you know, I'll always say that about him. I'm not gonna trash his credits. At least he did something. Like fucking Lady Kmart and fucking.
He 100% already trashed his credits in a previous fallout that they had a few weeks ago. So that's a goddamn lie.
And Shuli, they haven't done anything. I mean, Shuli was on Stern, but he didn't parlay it into anything, Vince.
I think I've parlayed it into something now.
Well, but what he has now is something. It's not nothing.
Come on.
Uh-oh.
John, you have to get. I'm just giving credit where credit it's there.
No, Vince, where is it something in the?
The show started the best way possible. They were laughing at me, and then he goes, and Vince said something like, "Yeah, he's making more money than all of us." And then John just goes, "Wait, what? You eat it? What? No, come on, you don't mean that."
Doubleverse, correct? How many people would you estimate are in the Doubleverse?
I'd say live 3,500, watching altogether 7,000 max.
Okay, 7,000 people out of all. Let's just use the United States for example.
Mm-hmm.
So John, you're the king of nothing. Then that's
right.
what you are.
the Duke of nothing. Yes.
The Duke of duty.
0.00001 of the population. Now, you know, I mean, so how do you even compare that to being on a network television show?
In terms of exposure, you don't. But I'm just talking about money right now.
Well, I'm not just talking about money because in that case, you're one of the most successful in the Doubleverse. So you know, I'm not.
I'm just talking about like money from entertainment, though.
Well, yeah. Then you put me on top.
Yeah, but you can't deny Shuli and Carl's role there too, or their position there too.
I personally don't think Shuli makes the money that you think he makes. So I'm going to emphatically disagree with you. And it's been proven time and time again by so many people about how they buy views and how they buy gifted memberships. And it's been proven time and time again. And I'm not going to get into a fucking debate about it.
Time and time again. I love that he says that. This is my favorite thing that John does, because him and Kevin Brennan are the same person at this point.
Yeah.
They go, no, this person told me that, and then so did this person, and then I saw it on the internet, and then this other person confirmed it. It's been proven time and time again. No evidence, have no idea what they're talking about, have been proved me wrong about this many, many times.
Yep.
And yet they love to say this shit. And I always go back to this thing. It's like, okay, let's say that all of this is fake. No one's making any money. We're all pretending to make money just to get over on John. How long do we all just starve to death and not feed our families until we just go, all right, the gig is up. What's
the reveal? Like, what's the payoff here? You're like, we got you.
The real diploma. That's all I want.
Right.
That's
right.
And then I'm out.
One day we all just go, we got you, man. All right, we're going to go fill out some applications and get some jobs. Hope you guys enjoyed this bit. Thanks.
Oh, holy shit. I should talk to you guys about this offline, but we should create a video and we pretend that it leaks out there where it's us working in a Walmart somewhere.
Love it.
And like some guy walks in, there's like, hey, isn't that Shuli right there? And you're like, oh, and you scurry away. And then I'm like checking people out at the register. Hey, that's Carl. Like, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. You know, and it's just like this whole big reveal. All right, let's pretend we never said this.
I love it. I love it. All right, we'll do 3 more minutes and then we'll get out of here.
Unless you have evidence, I don't really care. Like about
J Horse 508, thanks for the fiber. John traveled 9,000 miles to Pluto to sniff Jay Leno's queef like anal farts. Your daughter is at fault for the BP oil spill, by the way. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Vince,
if you had to kiss someone, would you rather kiss Kevin or Carl's wife?
That's a good question.
That's
a really good question.
Gun to your head.
Yeah.
On the lips?
Yeah, with your tongue.
Make out for 10 seconds.
Oh, God.
Well, no, he's clarifying. Does he have to kiss your wife on the lips? He's fine with kissing Kevin on the lips.
He wanted to kiss Brennan on the cock.
Oh, yeah, he does. On his cock lips. Yeah.
You know, just fucking.
And don't do the lame, oh, kill me. No, you had to choose one. Otherwise, you're going to die.
Well, no, that I'm not playing the game, Vince.
There we go. There's 2 grown adults having a fun hypothetical. Huh?
Yeah,
Gun
that's
to your
the whole
head.
point of doing a show is hypotheticals like that. So it makes it fun, retard.
Even hypothetically, I won't be gay. What do you think of that?
Patrick Michael, thanks for the $2. He is throwing a ball at a clown for $2.
I'd probably choose Kevin over those. Would you?
Probably. J Horse 5.
I got you admit it was Kevin. I knew it was Kevin.
No, I was just going on you.
I would choose Carl's wife. I'm not kissing Kevin.
Thanks for $5. How much do I have to pay you to crank hog to Carl Hamburger cow photo? The only reason why I'm saying that is because Carl's wife is fucking hideous.
I disagree. As much as he's mean to me and he's again calling my kids losers, I think in that episode.
Oh, really? You think she's pretty? Okay.
John, I don't think she's ugly. I don't know if you're just being blinded because you hate Carl.
Okay, Vince. Okay, I think she's.
Can I not have my opinion on women now?
Can I not have mine?
Are Vince and I becoming best friends right now? Is this my BFF? What's going on today?
And Vince, you're on the wrong show for your own opinion on anything.
Yeah.
You just follow the leader.
I'm just gonna text him a heart emoji right now.
Yeah.
Holy shit, what's going on?
Okay, thank you. One Furious F. Thanks for the $5. John, would you do the roast with DeVito, or are you afraid of easy money? By the way, I love your avatar.
Oh, deflection.
That's the Joker, right, Vince?
He never wants to answer these
Looks
questions.
like it.
Yeah, I really like that avatar. So can you please let me know that, dude? Because I see you in some other chats too, and I go, that's fucking cool.
MLC. You see him in MLC.
J Horse, 508.
He never responded. What a fucking asshole.
Yeah. Nope.
What a fucking asshole.
Thanks for the $2. I love cranking my hog to your boy, girl, kid thing. I don't care. See, Vince, I don't care anymore. Do they not get that?
Then why do you keep saying it every time? You keep saying it over and over.
Just reminding you, I still don't care.
So is Knight dating that person that we were talking about? The one that's from the wedding photo?
Oh, I'm not commenting about my kid, Vince. I'm sorry.
The one that she was engaged to, John.
You don't care.
Thanks for the $5. You must have felt the connection since you are a woman stuck inside your body. Yeah, there you go. Spectre.
Right, so I'm recognizing something that's going on right now. Vince is ready to be done with this relationship.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think he's ready to get thrown off.
I think he's ready to get thrown off like he did years ago when he was the co-host. I think he's ready to be like, okay, this is no longer benefiting me in any way. I'm ready to just troll this asshole. I applaud.
There's a vicious rumor going around that there was quite a large cleanup bill attached to that free room that Vince had to pay for. That's all. Hey, I'm just hearing things. That's all.
Wow.
I don't know if there's any truth to that.
I haven't seen you in a while.
All right, we're making good money now, John.
Thanks for the 50. Spectre pays me, always donates to me.
What's this me, white man? It's we.
No, he always is very generous. Even when you're not here, Vince. So stop taking credit, you bald fucking one.
I don't care about credit. I just care about getting paid at the end.
You ain't getting paid shit. That's our agreement. Love you, John. What's your favorite guitar amp and speaker cabinet when playing live? Why is that funny to you?
I don't know. It's such a boring thing. I thought that was a joke.
To you, it's boring, Vince. To me, it's not. And in fact, I just bought my I just bought my Snark.
What the fuck is that?
That's a fucking tuner. Who gives a shit? I own 6 of those. What the fuck?
He wants to show you. He's rolling in the dough
boring.
right now. He's rolling in the dough, Carl.
This is the guitar tuner, Vince. So this is, I like the Snarks. I've bought so many. So I went to the doctor. So they're gonna have to do to this finger, Vince? Re-break it. It's not a cyst, like the other doctor said. So that's why you always have to get a second opinion, which I recommend anybody who seeks Vince's legal advice out get a second opinion. But anyway,
and a third. That's true. Is that a bone sticking out then, or is that just a mass?
So what happened is a fucking.
Well, we heard that bullshit story, but is that a bone sticking out, or is that a mass?
Story.
Some law broad cut you off and you fell on your Harley.
That's bullshit, Vince. I had roast beef hanging off my fucking arms.
No, dude, it is fucking nasty.
Why are you riding a bike with a sandwich in your hand, you fucking idiot?
The fuck?
Instead of the French connection, it was the French dip.
I thought I was bleeding. It was au jus sauce all over me, man.
Off those bikes, it's fucking crazy that you
How was that
do it.
bullshit story, Vince?
I was joking around. So is that a bone sticking out?
You're a liar, Vince.
What?
I don't like to be accused of being a liar.
That was a joke.
It must have went way over my head. Anyway,
Doesn't have to travel that high, according to Shuli.
Anyway, so there's no cyst. There's no arthritis.
I'm not texting you, Vince. Nice try.
What it is, it broke, and because it I didn't go to a doctor. It healed slanted. So now I have to go to what?
I don't think you can say that anymore, John. But
yeah.
Go ahead.
Is your finger broke, Lee?
An orthopedic surgeon, whatever, and then he's got to fucking re-break it, and I'm going to do it because I
did it. I broke. I have the same thing on one of my fingers. In football, I did mine. I can't see it, but anyway, they re-break it. I have a scar. They have to.
Like a bullshit football story. So
what
Ray
position
Lorenzo,
would he play in football? He's
he
4'11". Was he a long snapper? What did he do?
He was the tee they put the ball on to kick off at the start of the game.
No wonder he got injured.
Thanks for being. You admitted to asset hiding, total fraud. How was that asset hiding, Vince?
You were just concealing your assets for potential creditors.
Oh man,
I like shitting tubs. I don't have any debt, Vince. Thanks for the $2. Well, I guess I do if you consider it like a mortgage being in debt, but
Yeah, not really though.
No, I don't.
It's secured.
Yes. And I'll never have a problem paying my mortgage. I mean, it's not going to ever be an issue.
Famous last
Thanks
words.
for the $5. John is entering his Joker phase. Joker saga coming in nicely too. By the way, Vince, me getting angry was just a joke too. I just wanted you to know that. Seriously, I wasn't really seriously angry with you. I just wanted.
Which time?
I don't know. I just screamed at you.
Okay, yeah, I didn't remember that.
I don't even.
All right, listen, we're at 2 hours and 3 minutes on this thing. Hey, it's late, man. It's late. Keep it up. There's no BS tomorrow, motherfuckers.
No, we have work at 9 a.m.
Yeah, 10. Listen, first things first. whoarethese.com, WATP. Go to the YouTube page. Go, more importantly, to the live shows they're doing. Tampa. Plug it, Carl. Tell them where to go.
So we'll be in Largo, Florida, and that is March 22nd. It's near Clearwater in the Tampa area. Come down and join us. We have a live show there with the guys from Revenge of the Sis, Royce and Mersch. But also, Dr. Steve's going to be there. Tukey, Cardiff Electric, Monique from Radio Gunk is stopping by, Joey C., producer Chris, Trucker Andy, Vinny Paulini, Lucy Typebox, Jenny Jingles, Top Lobster. We got a whole crew of people that are going to be hanging out and doing a live show. That's going to be a lot of fun. And then, of course, Hackamania. That's May 31st through June 2nd. We'll be in Las Vegas with Patrick Melton, Nobody Likes Onions, Ray DeVito, Pat Dixon, Tukey, Who Are These Podcasts, Earl Skakel. The list goes on.
Love it. All right. Hey, Carl, thank you so much for popping in tonight, man. You didn't have to do it. You hung with us all night. Really appreciate it, my brother. Thank you so much. And keep up the great work, sir, and give our best to everybody over there.
Guys, you know I'm a huge fan of BS and Uncle Rico. I love what you guys are doing. Keeps me up to date on everything. I'm as addicted as everyone else. So thank you so much for having me tonight.
The great Carl Heberger, everybody. I won't spell it out.
Heberger.
That's John's bit. I don't want to steal the whole thing. All right, we got the rest of these super chats. Let's get through them. Carl, don't stand so close to Vince the lawyer while he's putting his lip gloss on with those highlights. You guys rule. Thank you. And I'm sorry if you sent a specific thing to Carl. I just wanted to get him out of here because it was late. Just when I thought I was out, Stuttering John is so repetitive, but your commentary is just too great. Levy, check your Facebook DMs. Go Bills.
Which one?
Yeah, it's going to be a process, dude. As Stuttering John, I can eat pizza every day, so I just eat pizza once every 8 months. Exactly. That's his logic. Bob, this is killing your career potential. You'd have guests lined up to come on your show, but not as long as you're doing this. Yeah, this guy represents a lot of big names. I heard Shuli wore diapers till he was 2. Come on, man.
What a pussy.
Come on, man. Sorry, Scalzo. I didn't get my nap today. Yeah, it's all right. Everybody love everybody. ELE. Singular of alumni is alumnus. Yes, I'm that person. Okay. Why you trashing me? Stuttering John says in 2024, you can't call someone you hate a retarded F. Yeah. The politically correct term is to call them butt boy with Down syndrome. Congrats on the hair implants, Buck Angel. Look at that. That was for Carl. Help. How do I get a new Discord invite? Mine expired. Hold on. I'll whip that up here in a minute. Sorry. I got it. I'll give it to Frog. Frog will put it in for you guys. Go ahead. Put another one up while I get this, and Bob will read it.
Come on, Frog. Allie and Tony do Improv 499. As a U.S. Army combat medic veteran, I'm offended by Vince, the not the real lawyer's hat. SJF Vince, the lawyer.
Yeah, Vince.
Adam Brown, $5. Call. I know tomorrow is a holiday, so it's a huge cruising night. So thank you for pulling yourself away from the Blue Oyster Bar to be here tonight.
Even Epstein didn't go after other people's kids. When Stud Show talks about we referring to Stern Show days, Fred Norris wrote the jokes. John never wrote a line on the Stern Show, not one line. Well, he wrote a lot of times, this guy's on line 1 or line 10. Rocco is BFFs with Vince the lawyer, a guy that doxed his kids.
He did?
I mean, who knows what's happening now. Musk and Bezos pay people to work. Idiots, not me. Exactly. FYI, John and his mom don't like furniture and light bulbs, so there. Okay, then we were the assholes. Aren't we due for Tim Dransky to troll John again? Any bets for what he'll get Mensa Man to fall for this time? Put me down for movie star. So funny you say that because I was thinking of like a fake movie or documentary thing. Mm-hmm. Vince the lawyer strikes channels, docks kids and family, sues YouTubers. I mean, that can't be true. Carl, I hate to ask. Grant was hanging with Vince and John. Did he pass the WATP drug screen post AC? I want to believe he did. I'll ask. I'll text him and ask. I worry when he's traveling, Uncle Jack says. Jim Larson, I am so sorry, Bob, for calling you old. You are a handsome young man.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. John will be jacking to Grant's 12-inch hog for months now.
Monkey.
FVTEL, the evil lawyer. Stuttering John is such a manly man that he has 4 kids, one of each. Night, Lily, Oscar, and Turbo, and they all bang chicks. Guy stuff. Thank you. We want the frog. I don't think so. Frog, send me those Photoshop pictures. Nude Shuli. Thank you. Actually, Carl reminds me of my 8th grade gym teacher, Miss Lynch. She was great at dodgeball. I had a Miss Lynch, too. Dropped Howard Stern after 18 years. Love TSN so much. Thank you, Christy. That is a huge, huge compliment and honor. Thank you. When did you guys get John's daughter on the show? No, that was Carl. You got frosted tips. The MAGA Dabbleverse. LOL, NYC. Thank you. And thanks, guys, for all that you do. Thank you, Helmish, for wrapping it up for us. We'll be on tomorrow morning.
Yeah. What time?
Let's say 10. Let's do 10.
So 10?
10 a.m.
I have a chiropractor tomorrow.
Oh, what time?
11:30.
All right, we'll do 9 then.
Yeah, let's say, come on. We're grown men.
All right. 9, and it's going to be miserable. So tune in. BS show tomorrow morning. Where's my girl, Claire Voy? Can we get blonde tip Carl out to Huntington Beach for a skate session? Bob can surf. West Coast, fellas. I'll talk to Carl.
Let's do it.
Wait. Read this super chat. Thank you. He said you should never hear frog. And I love that. Thank you, Quadfather.
So right.
Give Joe a show. All right, Joe. Hit it. Take your show over. Go for it.
Really?
Yep.
That's all for the Uncle Rico Show. That's all for the Uncle Rico Show. Grab one more beer and shout out, Skull! Good.